about to do this episode of Movie Time Warp. Do you maggots understand me?
Sir, yes, sir.
Sir, yes, sir.
God damn it, Corey. Is it really just apathy the whole way through? We can't even do an intro without your fucking apathy.
All right, roll that intro.
This is Movie Time Warp, a podcast where 5 film school friends in ugly chairs rank and discuss the best movies from the past. This season we are warping back to 1987.
Welcome to episode 5 of Movie Time Warp. I'm your host, Beasley.
I'm Matt.
I'm Corey.
I'm Jeremy.
I'm Maze Boogie.
And today we're going to talk about Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket.
A barrel of laughs.
Had me laughing the whole time.
Whole time. Just couldn't stop chuckling.
It was released July 10th, 1987. Had a budget of $30 million. And how much did it make?
50 US around the time. Yeah. 50 million.
So, Corey, can you give us a synopsis of this
Yeah.
wartime psychological thriller? Also, I heard somebody call it a dark comedy or a black comedy, and I was just like, where did you see anything comedic in this movie at all, ever?
Stanley Kubrick was known for his comedy.
Well, he did make one of the funniest movies, I think. But yeah.
Well, he's known for his satire, but as far as... Anyway, Corey, you got a synopsis?
He made this movie between The Shining and Eyes Wide Shut.
It takes a long time.
Yeah, The Shining came out in 1980. Full Metal Jacket came out in 87. Eyes Wide Shut came out in 99.
And died while in between that. So, yeah.
And he had completely storyboarded out and written AI out.
Which
Yeah.
Spielberg eventually made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I thought was odd, and this is just a personal thing, but, you know, he talked about how they were friends and stuff like that, but, you know, he said it was a Steven Spielberg film, and if that were the case, I would have said a Stanley Kubrick film made by Steven Spielberg.
Well, maybe he was worried about giving that credibility since it might have been such a different vision.
Well, I mean, apparently he took the boards and made the film, but I don't know. But, I mean, there are homages to Kubrick in it, like they do the shot where it shows the camera crew in the reflection of something for a moment.
Yeah.
And there are Kubrick-esque shots in it,
Mm-hmm.
but it I'm sorry, like, you know, Kubrick and Spielberg are on really different parts.
Sure, if we ever go into 2001, we'll talk about...
Beasley's trying to keep us on the rails.
Okay.
All right.
Well, let's get a synopsis
So
from Corey.
well, first, I want to know everyone's favorite Stanley Kubrick movie, because he's one of my favorite directors of all time. Corey, why don't you start us off with your top 3 all-time favorite Stanley Kubrick movies?
Top 3.
Lay it on me.
Hit us up.
Just do the top one. You know what you're going to say anyway.
Clockwork Orange.
Ace?
Yeah, mine's have to be Clockwork Orange and The Shining.
Dr. Strangelove is my favorite, and then I do love The Shining.
It's The Shining, but there's 2001 notes, there's Eyes Wide Shut notes, there's
A little bit of everything.
but
We like
The Shining is at the top of the heap.
Yeah.
But Clockwork Orange I watched it twice in a day. It's tough to say.
I love The Shining. I think that's his best movie. Full Metal Jacket is a very close second, and also I love Eyes Wide Shut.
Which no matter which one you pick, you're gonna fall asleep while watching it, so it doesn't really matter.
Wow. Big
Yeah.
statements. So, Corey, why don't you tell us a little bit more about why you don't like Stanley Kubrick?
Well, do you want a synopsis first? I think we should.
Yeah,
go
let's
first.
Let's
do
get
that.
that synopsis first.
All right, I could just say half of his movies are interesting, and then I usually fall asleep until the very end. That's usually why.
When you fall asleep.
It's during the meeting when they're fucking talking about the newspaper in Vietnam. It's like you have this like awesome first half of this movie, and then it's just like, okay, we're gonna talk about
That's
some guy
It's a
rioting.
filmmaking technique, Corey. God.
Okay.
Yeah, boredom. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess you already have people.
Yo, dog it. I actually agree with that. That is the boringest part of the movie, though.
Well, it's a
That
transitional
is.
part
But
between the two major.
I understand why.
I usually get woken up once the machine guns start going. So I mean,
It's one of the few times that allows for character development for Joker, and that's why it's got to be in there. But anyway, synopsis. We could be on this all day.
I know. Let's go into
Synopsis,
synopsis. Tell
Corey.
us about the story.
Full Metal Jacket, made in 1987, as you all know, was directed by Stanley Kubrick, the king of boredom. Follows a group of U.S. Marine recruits as they endure a brutal training boot camp under the relentless Gunnery Sgt. Hartman. The story then shifts to the Vietnam War, where the recruit known as Joker serves as war correspondent. He navigates the chaos and the brutality of combat in an haunting and unforgettable
And
film.
boring.
According
It's
to
it's
Doug.
great if you want to take a nap, but
All right.
I said,
All
it's not a
right.
bad movie. It's just,
It's
it's
hitting.
I mean, you're not painting
It's
a
just-
pretty picture of
I
it.
can go up there and push that button.
Well, no, everyone has a right to feel their way. If that's
I got 3 ways to disconnect Corey. I can
please. I have,
All
I have
right.
dinner
So
waiting on me.
before
I
we
can
get
leave.
started on Full Metal Jacket, I would like to know what everyone's favorite Vietnam movie is,
Dogfight
Okay.
or Good Morning Vietnam.
which almost made it
our
to
list,
our
almost.
list.
Yeah.
Came out the same year, almost made it on the list. Tyler,
I do like Platoon
Because
think
it's fucking great.
because it's
It-
really
a
it's really
great
done
movie.
well. Yeah,
It's just hard to watch
Yeah.
in places because it's
music's really good too.
visceral.
for me, I love Platoon, Full Metal Jacket, and Dead Presidents. I'd like to give an honorable mention to First Blood. I know those.
That's true.
It's just because I'm a big Stallone fan. I love First
And
Blood.
I do love First Blood a lot. I like that movie a lot. Yeah.
I would piggyback off Beasley. I would say Full Metal Jacket, Dead Presidents, and then there's this low budget war movie. It was called The Walking Dead with Eddie Griffin in it.
With Eddie Griffin.
Uh-huh.
Wait, when did this come out?
Like 1995.
Wait,
Shit.
wait.
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn.
And
okay.
the guy from
I saw that on
Brother.
HBO.
it was a HBO movie,
Yep.
and it was the black guy from Terminator 2 was in it too. He actually played the preacher in the movie who went to the Vietnam.
Wait,
You know
which
what I'm talking
one?
about?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember it now.
yeah.
Holy shit, I
That
forgot
was a
about
good
that.
one
With
too.
the T-1000 or Eddie Furlong? Which one? Which one's? He sounds like he's older.
It was black Eddie Furlong. Remember, he
Yeah,
was
uh-huh.
black when he was young, and then he got white.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, come on, man.
the guy who was
Miles Dyson.
Yeah.
the guy who was Skynet.
Yeah.
Corey,
Yep.
Vietnam movie. What's your favorite?
Probably Tropic Thunder.
That was going to be my answer initially.
If
This is my shit.
If Tropic Thunder doesn't count, does Forrest Gump count? Because I think that's
It's-
I don't think
yeah.
because it's not about the Vietnam War.
No.
No, but it's a segment that carries throughout
It's
the whole.
But it's endearing. Like the Vietnam
Yeah.
segment in Forrest Gump's great. And then
Yeah.
whatever
He got
slice
shot
of
in the
Vietnam.
buttock.
Yeah.
well,
The rain coming upside down. Sometimes rain came from the.
Anyway, I think those are bullshit answers, but you can have them.
I'll,
Right.
I'll allow it because
All right,
the
if I have-
relationship.
It has to be about the
if I
Vietnam
had-
War.
If I have to pick one, Full Metal Jacket.
Whenever you need a good nap, you just put on
He
some.
puts it on.
Listen,
46
the thing
minutes
about
in,
Vi-
he's like, ah.
Corey, you're more Gen X than I am, for Christ's
The,
sake.
the thing about Vietnam, right? It's like it was a really crappy reason for the U.S. to be there, and I don't like the heat. And every time I just feel like I need to take a shower because everyone's like sweating. There's mosquitoes everywhere, so it's like I don't know. It's just not a fun time.
It was a sticky war. You don't like sticky wars. Hot.
Corey's got goddamn
It's
smell of it
hot.
over
Why
there.
is it so hot?
Hottest war.
Or no, the Jack Black. Oh God, I fucking hate movies.
Yeah.
He's sitting there sweating his ass off.
I see why you like Tropic
Heat from
Thunder.
Vietnam.
Hey, movies.
That's the only performance of Jack Black's I like.
I really like the song "Fortunate Son." So anytime you can just have
Credence playing.
like a little Credence with a Huey flying by, like I'm all about that.
Or it's just the "Loud, I'm gonna fade away." You know, you always hear that in War Room. I like that best when it was on Guitar Hero.
Man, that war gave some really good songs.
Anyway, let's do this.
Movie stars Matthew Modine. He made this movie between Vision Quest that came out in '85
Yep.
and Orphans that came out in '87 as well. Never heard of Orphans.
Never heard of that one. Vision Quest was a big one since I had to be in a family
It
full
was
of
so cheese.
amateur wrestlers. It was our flash dance, I guess.
But he is known for, as far as his movies, I know most people might know him from Stranger Things.
Papa.
As far as his movies, he's known for Shortcuts that came out in '93, Cutthroat Island came out in '95, and Dark Knight Rises
That's
2012.
Right. That's right. He's a shit hill in that movie. He's also
This is his best performance. Matthew Modine and Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah.
And was this his first?
I think it was. And what a start of a career, just going full ham on I'm going to play weirdos the rest of my fucking life.
And he does. And he,
He does
and
it
he,
so
I
well.
mean, he's as far as the actor that's like, yeah, just get him here and let him do whatever he's going to do because you know it's going to. But I like the good one is him. Benicio del Toro is.
Mhm.
Oh, you stuttered! Wow, how long did you use that method? I get tired of him. D'Onofrio I never get tired of.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Whenever he pops in with something, you know it's going to be spot on, and you know it's going to be odd.
Yeah.
His Kingpin is amazing.
Mhm.
I love him as Sugar
Amazing.
Water in Men in Black. That's my favorite performance of his. Just because just go slow down. Excuse me.
And then
like this,
and it's
stretches his
it's
face.
Arlie.
Emery.
Is it Arlie Emery?
Emery.
Actually, I don't have any of the actors listed right now. I just put Matthew Modine since he's through the whole movie. Everyone
Oh.
else is like
Yeah. I
not.
mean, he is our lead. So
Well,
Arlie.
I mean, but Arlie is
incredible.
he's kind of the lead.
Yeah.
Through the first half of the film, he floats that.
all the
shit.
characters around him carry the movie, but he's like,
Yeah.
he's the
He's the focus.
he's the
Yeah.
okay.
He's our center focus.
And
Yeah.
there was one other fact about this movie that I thought was interesting. Stanley Kubrick didn't want to fly, so they shot all this in the UK, and all those trees had to be flown in from California.
That's the expense.
Damn.
That's the expense right there. We're trying to figure out why this movie costs so much.
$30 million or whatever. Or,
Had to get like 10
That's
million
why you don't
dollar
ever see any
trees.
jungle scenes.
Yeah.
well, I mean, what a smart way to get around it. He's like, you don't
That's the
have
reason
to
why
be in
they're
a
not
jungle.
they're not sweating in this movie. Too, probably.
That's why it's so gray in Vietnam.
But the sets are fantastic.
They are.
Oh, yeah.
The set design is incredible. The last I guess what you would say third of the movie,
Oh yeah.
and the set and the way it was basically everything was orchestrated. You can see, like, if you pulled back on a wide shot and saw the planet that they made right there, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Because like on all the dolly shots where they're following the vehicles and they're going down the road, you know, all that smoke burning in the background. These days, people don't realize what it took to get a shot like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then they had to do all of that. That all had to be in motion. Where now it's like, oh, we just put it on the projection screen, and it's done.
Shoot it into volume.
Yeah, it'll look great. I promise.
No, the visual direction. Now knowing that it was mostly in UK, that is probably a flavor to
I didn't know that, and that just takes it up one more level.
Yeah.
of like wow factor, because it feels even some of the architecture that's involved with that last city sequence. You know, it feels very. If you know anything about architecture, brutalist is what they would call that.
Who is the
which becomes
smiling,
more common later.
Corey, hey, look this up for me. Who is the
Yeah.
painted smiling face on the side of the building that you constantly see throughout the last third of the movie? Who is that guy?
I'm sure it's just
It's that painted face where it's just like,
Yeah.
and there's this smiling face in the middle of all this horrible shit.
yeah.
And it kept dawning on me. I was like, "Why?" It's Kubrick.
Yeah.
So he's making it over pronounced, obviously, so
Visually,
they'll look
yeah.
for something.
Well, yeah, the cartoonish nature of the smiling.
Yeah,
factor,
just-
right. The propaganda machine still working on both sides. I guess.
But I want to know who that was. Is that Uncle Ho? That's what I want to know.
Oh, if it's Ho Chi Minh.
Yeah.
So the movie opens up with "Hello Vietnam" by Johnny Wright playing, and we get a montage of all these young men getting their heads shaved.
Perfect opening.
We're not going to know who any of these people are. We're not going to know their real names.
It's the
nothing.
reality of how it starts.
It's one
All
of the
that
best
hair you
openings
had,
of a movie, man.
yep,
That shit is.
suck it.
I love that. I love that. opening.
Immediate dehumanization of all these
Exactly.
characters.
Mhm.
You're all going to be treated as
Whatever
one.
made you, we're shaving it off right now.
Yep.
Guess what? Here we go.
Yep.
And
Then we go straight into the barracks where we have Hartman giving like one of his infamous speeches to all the new recruits.
Decimation.
totally goes through the room.
I'm coming day and night. I'm coming day and night.
Corey's
I'm
ringtone.
going to ask.
Coming day and night.
I'm going to ask Corey. What you think about this sequence? I just wanted to respond. Boring.
Okay, so Hartman's delivering this speech. It's all in one shot.
Mhm.
So all the lighting has to be set up outside. So all the lighting is coming through the windows.
Mhm.
And it's all one shot up until Matthew Modine's character.
Joker.
Well, he hasn't been called Joker yet. He does a John Wayne impression, which is like a running theme through this whole movie. This is where I think we get the first cut where he like runs over.
Mm-hmm.
He starts yelling at Cowboy. He names him Cowboy. I don't remember if he names him Cowboy before or after he names Joker, but
No, he finds out that his name. He lives in Texas, so
Texas.
he names him Cowboy.
Steers and queers thing.
And then Joker stands up saying he was the one responsible, and that's when he gives him
punches him.
yeah straight.
just jacks him one right in the gut.
Yeah, he punches him right in the stomach.
Well, that's the first moment that they let all right, so they've taken your hair, right? You're here now. And he lets you know exactly in that moment, you're fucking here.
Yeah.
You're not leaving. You're going to take this punch to the gut, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
Hartman asked Joker.
Do you suck dicks?
He asked him. He's like, "Are you a killer?" He's like, "Yeah, let me see your war face."
Mm-hmm.
So this is where Joker's just like, "Yeah, I'm basically becoming a Marine because I want to kill."
Yeah.
Which we'll find out how much he really means that later on.
Mm-hmm.
Then he walks over to Leonard. Is it Leonard or Lawrence?
Leonard Lawrence.
Leonard Lawrence.
Yes.
And he cannot get rid of the smile.
He just thinks it's fun.
Wait, didn't he do Snowball first?
Well, he did Snowball.
He did
People
Snowball.
After you start getting nicknames.
Okay,
for
okay,
everybody.
okay.
Starts
Okay,
starting to
okay,
give
okay.
him
It sets it up for the rest of the movie.
Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
He's making fun of him. You know, obviously Leonard Lawrence is pretty slow, so he names him Gomer Pyle after the show. Gomer Pyle goes to the army. Is that what the show's called?
It's just Gomer Pyle, dude.
It's just Gomer Pyle.
Yeah.
Well, because Gomer Pyle was in the Andy Griffith Show.
Wasn't it Green Acres?
No.
Was it Hogan's Heroes?
Hogan's Heroes or some shit?
No, it's Gomer Pyle.
Gomer Pyle was a show.
It was
Okay.
another white show.
Okay.
But
Pyle.
it was a spinoff of
A lot of white shows.
Andy
Came
Griffith,
out
right?
before the Jeffersons. Okay, all right.
Shazam! Little golly.
Well,
Okay, I'm sorry.
He's a
He
little.
makes-
I'm old.
he makes Gomer Pyle choke himself with his own hand.
Yeah.
Very demeaning.
Which has been very awkward to film, by the way.
Yeah,
Because
Go on. What do you think?
go off.
no, it was great. It was a great scene.
It's a great scene. Made me want to go
Hey,
see.
listen. No, see, the first half of the movie was great. I love the first half of the movie. Like it's all crazy and funny and all sorts of stuff. I didn't fall
it's
asleep
hilarious.
once.
I never found a moment of it funny. I never
Oh.
found one moment of.
Well, you got to remember they're actors, Matt. You don't think it's funny thinking about them trying to film that? I think that's hilarious. Like how do you go through that scene without laughing with him screaming at you like that? Like I would die. It was so funny.
Do you suck dicks?
No, I mean, I'm not saying that any of that isn't funny. On a human personal level, of course, I'd be laughing my ass off if I was on the crew. Like I'd have to go outside.
I mean, that's part of the absurdity of what's happening.
All right, but I mean,
I will gouge out your eyeballs and skull fuck you.
okay,
Amazing.
right? It's probably the most quoted frickin' first 45 minutes of a movie ever. I mean, they've got quotes in Ministry songs. I mean, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
But it's never like as soon as you see the film, it's kind of like not funny.
And
Like,
I think
I trained under two Marines when I was doing karate.
Yeah.
And one of them was the nice Marine who was like, yeah, I saw a lot of horrible things and I don't ever want to be like that again. And the other one was like him.
And if Pyle is supposed to represent, the most humane, the softest creature, human possible on the screen in this movie, he does find it funny, the things he's saying, because they are absurd. He's coming from, who knows, middle of nowhere. He's probably never even heard anyone talk like this.
Right.
Talking about skull fucking people, talking about sucking dick. This is absurd to him. He's probably like, I've seen that in like magazines and stuff like that. And
Right.
So for him, this is a joke.
Well, it's everyone's. Everybody gets a dose of what reality they're actually in
Mm-hmm.
when this scene takes place.
Yes.
And then you're there.
Yeah.
You're suddenly very there with the rest of them.
Once he's there laying hands actually on people, that's when reality starts kicking in for each
When he's
individual.
slapping people in faces and calling them fat asses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you're there.
Yeah.
And there's and from that moment on, you're like, oh God, this is not gonna be fun.
Mhm.
No. They got 8 more weeks of it.
So we go from this to a shot of them, like a tracking shot of them running.
Mhm.
And we have a voiceover from Joker talking about being on Paris Island. It's in South Carolina. We get a crossfade. We get so many crossfades and fade outs throughout this whole movie.
Mhm.
So we get a crossfade. It's them on the obstacle course at sunset. Crossfade to them marching with their M4 rifle. Of course, Pyle, this is the scene where Pyle messes up. He puts it on the wrong shoulder. And this is what you were just talking about, getting smacked in the face.
Oh,
He smacks him in the face. Was that your left or your right?
yeah.
So
Now you won't forget it.
Mm-hmm.
So
But
brutal.
again, the same thing. The same thing as before. You're not getting out of here. You're gonna learn your left from your right. You
Mhm.
got no choice.
I saw an extra in the back almost break character with that scene. I don't know if y'all seen it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he
No.
almost did.
Because it's so brutal that
he
it's
almost
it's-
did. He
yeah.
almost laughed. But he caught himself.
Oh, because like Corey was mentioning, the absurdity of being an actor on set watching these things happen.
Yeah.
You either find this like, whoa, that's over the top,
Yeah.
but like that's what Kubrick was wanting. He was looking for someone that could carry this movie. I think I read some stuff about like He didn't have to do a lot of takes, which is unlike him with any other actor he said he ever worked with.
Well, R. Lee had it down.
That's what I'm saying.
Like he actually went through that. He actually went to Vietnam, and then he actually did that. So Kubrick actually went to the top of the mountain and found a guy up there with amazing talent.
Because I am hard, you will not like me.
I don't think he's ever had anyone he ever trusted so much in acting.
Hartman is played by R. Lee Ermey.
Armory. Okay.
I know him from Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake
Yes, he's great in that.
and Saving Silverman.
Yeah, I like him in Savior Silverman, and I also like him in Seven as well. What do you like him in?
Okay. Well, he basically plays the same character in The Frightened Ears, but in Seven,
Yes.
he's great. But he's the same character in Frightened Ears, but you're glad to see him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like anytime he's actually asked to be an actor, he's an actor.
Yeah.
Hartman smacking Pyle in the face because he doesn't know his left from his right. I think it's just a straight cut to them marching again, but Pyle is forced to walk behind with his pants around his ankles, sucking his thumb.
I always wanted to know what he do to this. What did he fuck up on to do that?
You get this later after the jelly donut scene.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they explain it later. There's a
Okay.
lot of things that Kubrick will explain visually or through events, but won't say it because I think Kubrick honestly feels like you don't need an explanation for this. This is obvious.
Yeah, he
And-
fucked up.
And looking through the lens of the film is he's such a soft character. He's literally the chubbiest. He's the most overweight character. He
The slowest.
slowest.
He's the target.
So he is the target. He is
Yeah.
literally a baby.
Yeah.
And for him, he's like, let me show everyone this is what a baby looks like.
Right.
Everyone, look at the baby. And eventually, everyone is at fault for how he's not able to, quote unquote, grow up and change himself.
Right.
So that's the visual statement of that.
Okay.
So we're going to go into a nighttime scene where Hartman is going to have them sleep with their rifles, and we get the rifle creed.
Mm-hmm.
Who would like to
Rifle
read
prayer.
rifle? Who would like to read the rifle prayer? I have it right here.
Corey, read it.
Corey, do you have it?
I can hold on. Hold on. Rifle
I have it right here. If you want to read it.
Oh, for Christ's
prayer.
sake, we're going to have to wait on Corey.
Let him sing it.
Here we
Full
go,
Metal
Matt.
Jacket.
Matt's got it.
He sounds like him.
Well, it'd be just the guys laying in their beds.
This is my rifle. There are many like it, but this one's mine.
All right, Corey. Corey, Matt's going to do it.
What? No.
Okay.
No.
Laziest read.
Thank you. I'm here all week.
He's gonna fall asleep during
This
it.
is my rifle. There are many like it, but this one's mine. My rifle is my best friend. It's my life. I must master it as I must master my life. Without me, my rifle is useless. Without my rifle, I am useless. I must fire my rifle true. I must shoot straighter than my enemy who is trying to kill me. I must shoot him before he shoots me. I will. Before God, I swear this creed. My rifle and myself are defenders of my country. We are the masters of our enemy. We are the survivors of we are the survivors of my life. So be it until there is no enemy, but peace. Amen.
I feel like a Marines commercial just came on.
How was that better than how I was reading it? That's all I'm saying.
I don't know.
You just have this like, I don't give a fuck. I'll read it. Yeah.
But the moment,
This is my rifle.
but that's
There are
basically
many
was
like
literally the
it.
same
but-
Stand alone.
that's the last of them that they get. They slide the lid on the coffin and hammer in the nails. This is your prayer. This is how you go to bed from now on. This is how you're thinking until further notice.
So then it's early morning. We're doing rifle drills. Pyle gets reprimanded again because he doesn't keep his rifle 4 inches from his chest. Cut back into the barracks. This is where they're marching around in their underwear. And this is where we get this is my rifle, this is my gun, this one's for fighting, this one's for fun scene.
Everybody's favorite scene because they touch their dick.
Oh my God.
All right, go on.
And we're fading into
People's favorite scene.
marching,
There's so many people.
Like to chant.
obstacle courses. We get to sunrise and the obstacle course again, and then we're sparring with Pyle, and Pyle is losing. Pyle can't jump on the obstacle course. He can't jump over the log, and Hartman's yelling at him. He can't
And you have
climb.
that moment of just pure. He's never going to get up the damn log.
the
How
fuck
much
down
longer
off
is this
my
gonna-
obstacle.
Yeah.
Get the
He can't
fuck
climb
down
up
off my
the
obstacle.
whatever you call that thing with the boards. He's scared to climb over. He can't do it. He's too scared to cross over.
Yeah.
Marching again. There's a lot of marching going on. A lot of
Sure.
crossfading. All these different scenes are like this. Joker is holding Pyle as Hartman yells at him. They're running through the mud, slow motion. The Joker is holding Pyle. Pyle makes them all fall, like Joker and Cowboy. Then we fade out.
This sequence is basically showing how everyone is able to be conditioned to become the human cogs in the machine that he is weaponizing them to be. But one person stands out as not being able to fully fit in, and that's Pyle. He's not able to be conditioned the way that he needs him to be, which will lead into the next sequences.
Where Joker is reluctant, Pyle is just incapable.
Mm-hmm.
Good way to put it.
As they all fall, it fades out, and then we cut right back into early morning, lights cut on, Hartman's banging on a trash can. He's waking them all up. He tells Joker and Cowboy to go clean the head, and he wants it so clean that the Virgin Mary would be happy to go in there and take a dump. And this is where he asks Joker, do you believe in the Virgin Mary? He's like, no, sir. And he slaps Joker. And Joker, he asks Joker again, like, do you believe in the Virgin Mary? He's like, no. Private thinks whatever he says, he will be hit again. So he's basically, I'm going to stand true to what I said.
Yes.
So then Hartman calls Snowball over, who was their squad leader, brings him over, fires him, and makes Joker squad leader. Then he brings over Pyle and says, Joker, you're now responsible for Pyle.
Yes.
Beasley, who plays Snowball? You got his name?
I don't know his name.
'Cause he has some camera time.
There's something about this.
Peter Inman.
Thank you, Doggett.
There's something that's important about this scene.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think that Joker signed up, or do you think he was drafted?
See, that's interesting. I think he signed up.
Really?
He says he wants to kill.
He wants it.
I think he's saying that for them because that's what he thinks
He
they
wants
expect him to
he
say.
thinks them to say that, right?
Here's the thing. I think Joker is just like, oh great, I'm drafted. Fucking great.
Which would explain why he did the John Wayne voice at the beginning.
Yeah, it's to him it's like this is not what I want to do. And then but here's the thing. The complexity of Joker is, okay, if Joker's an atheist,
Mm-hmm.
then this is it.
Yeah.
Like this is the death.
Yes.
But he's going to stick to his guns.
And he's a journalist. It's like he literally had the most different job over any other person because most of them are infantrymen.
Which is why
Which
is why I think he chose to do it, knowing that he'd have a cushy experience once he got in. He just had to work over. Like, he's very intelligent. I think he knew what he was doing. He probably needed to escape his life from mediocrity, wanted to try something, see the world. You know, there's a lot of people who are like, I want to see what the world's got for me. He goes through all this. He's capable, but he knows he's got a job lined up when he gets there, and it's pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
He's
See,
gonna-
I thought that he was just playing along with like, yeah, I just wanted to see the world. Like, yeah.
I
you
think
know.
that's that, though.
But see, I honestly feel like he's just like, oh, great.
I
Now
think
I'm in.
I
and
think
now
he
I'm
would have
locked
hated
in.
it more, though.
Really?
I think he would have hated it more if he was drafted.
See, I got the impression that he was drafted and there was no choice about the matter. So he's like, all right, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah.
Do you think Pyle was drafted?
100%. Why would he go to the military?
Above
Yeah.
all that, I think Pyle was, no, his parents made him go.
That's what I think.
His parents made him go, hey, go be a man. You're not a man enough, so go.
Yeah.
Go help your country.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mom.
And that's what they did with like
okay,
a lot. Yeah.
Dad.
Mhm.
I'll do what my mommy and daddy say.
Mhm.
Where Pyle's different from that.
So I
I mean,
think
not Pyle. I mean, I'm sorry, Joker is
Joker.
different from that because I honestly think Joker was already knew it was a farce going in. And there was no way he was going in until he got drafted. And once he's drafted in, he's like, oh, great.
so.
Here we are.
So if
And that gives his.
other dualities are happening, which we'll say there's trialities in some ways. Even Cowboy's kind of the center line of someone who probably wanted to join. Cowboy's definitely wanted to join, thinking he was capable. Whereas
Or
Joker
it was
is
his duty.
correct.
Right.
Where Joker joined knowing that there was going to be comfort at the end in some capacity. Like, he could get through it. He's smart enough. He knows to play the games, plays the chess. He's good at moving those parts.
I can
That's
see
why
that.
he's able to get Hartman to get him even more up the chain. Like, he's treated pretty okay by Hartman compared to others.
Or field this. Or Joker's smart enough to go, like, great, this is the position I'm in. I'm going to do what I can to play it to my advantage.
Correct.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. He's
Either drafted or signing up, he still's doing the same
he
thing.
plays. He knows. He knows there's yes.
But we're about to get another side of Joker. Now that he's responsible for Pyle,
Mm-hmm.
he takes more of a motherly approach to training Pyle. He's teaching him, how to build his rifle, how to lace his boots. He helps him climb the wall. He's not screaming at him like Hartman.
Yeah.
He's being very gentle, very patient. And we see improvement
Yeah.
through montages of Pyle. He's doing better. So he does better with the more patient, motherly
Right.
Approach.
approach.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Some people just do not respond to being screamed at.
Yeah.
I think everyone's grown up and seen all these types of different types of leaders, coaches that we've seen. Some people respond to that built-in scream machine types. And then there's other people who just immediately fall apart to it. And you can see the two relationships.
Well, if Pyle wasn't such a dum-dum, he would adapt. He can't adapt. He's not smart enough to adapt. Everyone else is adapting to what's going on. He can't. He's not smart enough.
Well, he probably never grew up in, like, again, when he first came there, he thought this was funny. This is fun. Like, the things he's saying is ridiculous.
His dad was either in Korea or World War II, and he goes, "Son, this will make you a man. You know, you're
Hell,
gonna
he
go
probably
see
didn't
the
even have a
world."
dad.
So he probably
Lost a dad.
Pyle's mind was probably filled with something different.
Right. His dad could have been lost at war. And he just grew up, well, I'm going to do what dad did.
Pyle is starting to do better. We're going to the firing range, and this is where Hartman gives the speech of, it's not the rifle that kills, it's the hard heart that kills, which kind of comes into play a little bit later, how we morph Pyle.
Here you are all equally worthless.
Then we get another fade into a marching scene, and we get the cool chant. We get the marching song of the Eskimo Pussy.
I mean, if there's a
Do you
funny
know it?
moment-
Go ahead, sing it. You know
I
it?
don't know it.
Oh,
I was going to write it down, but I just didn't do it.
I don't know what,
Like
but
that
I've
part,
been
though.
told Eskimo pussy is mighty cold.
Feels good.
Feels good.
But
Good
you-
for you.
but
good
for
for me. Yeah.
But
Hey,
Good.
so,
good.
but
Hey,
you know the
good.
beginning of it though, because it doesn't start out with that though.
I don't know, but I've been told
Yeah.
Eskimo Pussy is mighty cold.
Yeah, that's all right.
Good for you. Good for me. Smells good. Tastes good.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Mm. Yeah.
And then we're back at the barracks, and everyone's standing on their trunks,
Foot lockers.
foot lockers. There you go. And Hartman is inspecting each one. He sees that Pyle's foot locker is unlocked. This gets him mad.
But
tells him to get down.
there's a terror that the audience is supposed to feel when it's off. They show it unlocked specifically, and you know the shit's about to hit the fan.
Yeah.
So this is when Hartman says, anytime that Pyle fucks up, everyone else is responsible. So he makes Pyle eat the donut while everyone else is doing push-ups.
And my orders are to weed out all non-hackers.
Then they have the cut where he's sucking his thumb,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody else is doing push-ups, which means he was sucking his thumb in his sleep, what led to earlier when he was sucking his thumb, walking with his pants down, which means he sucks his thumb while he sleeps, and now everybody's going to pay for it.
And
Did y'all
he's,
get that?
because
No.
he's still childlike. He's so childlike. He's so ambivalent of the life that he's being taught.
He's like a dumb Bobby Hill.
Yeah, he's Bobby Hill.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
I didn't see Gomer Pyle suck his thumb in his sleep. When did he do
They
that?
never show it.
Okay.
But, you know, again, Kubrick will put the obvious thing behind whatever else is going on. If you don't get it, you weren't paying enough attention.
Got it,
Like,
got it,
even
got
when
He
you
shows you twice.
Got you.
like even when we get to the sequence later, like he's got his shirt all up like a little kid. He's like sprawled out, like everyone else is so uniform. He's so relaxed, like a little baby, like in a crib.
And he cries like a baby. But we got to
Oh
get to that
yes,
scene.
oh
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Because there's, we're going to fade again.
you love talking about the transitions in this.
Because I like, it's like I'm watching kind of like Star Wars. Like, what's up with all these weird, like these fades?
It shows passage of time.
It's passage of time, Rick.
Yes, but it's like every scene.
Well, we got to go through 8 weeks real quick.
You're
Would you
not.
rather clock wipes?
But did you not notice though through this whole first sequence is you're never you get what Joker you get that we're probably supposed to be following Joker, but you never actually have a personal relationship with any of the characters until the end of this sequence.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kubrick keeps you away from them. He doesn't really allow you to bond with them, other than the fact that Joker is who Joker is and that Pyle is getting ridden.
Yeah.
But that's the point that he's trying to make.
Fade into Joker is buttoning up Pyle's shirt like a mother would for their son. Pyle's like, everybody hates me.
I feel
He's
really
like, well,
bad
it's just
for him.
because you keep messing up.
You hate me.
And
which
he's
is
like-
brutal. Fuck, that scene is brutal.
Mhm.
Yeah, he even says, you hate me. He's like, I don't hate you. You just keep messing up. He's like, Pyle's like, I need help.
I'm trying.
I'm trying, Leonard. He doesn't call him Pyle. He actually calls him by his name. I'm trying real hard.
Yeah.
Which keeps Joker human.
Yes. Him still recognizing him as a human keeps him from fully being in the machine itself.
But then we go to like just a direct cut. Everyone's doing burpees while Pyle is sitting down sucking his thumb. So now it's nighttime. This is the revenge scene. This is where everyone's gonna.
I love how they start it. Just folding up the soap and the towel. You're like, what the hell's going on? If you don't know what it is, you're like, what the hell's going on? But anybody who has been in the military knows exactly what that means. I haven't, but I've heard people say it.
Well, it's also a way to show people what the hell it is, and then they can just slap them
Yeah.
with empty towels. Movie magic.
I can't see your face, Corey, so it's harder to say "fuck you," but I can still see it.
It's really cute and sexy.
Throw a towel over Pyle, hold him down.
They
Everyone
use the
takes
blanket
turn.
to pin him down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cowboy gags him, and they all just take turns beating him with soap.
And the shot showing the perspective of everybody from the barracks hitting him. And then when the judgment comes down to Joker ends up, whopping him like 4 or 5 times.
6 times.
Yeah,
He's reluctant.
Yeah.
But then he
Cowboy's like, do it!
he eventually does it, and he feels bad. And then when they're
Remember, it's just
like,
a dream,
it's just a
fat
dream,
boy.
fat boy, right? Yeah. And Leonard starts crying, and he goes, "Ow!" just like a little kid would.
Pussy.
That's the thing that sets it apart. It's one thing if you heard like the groans and stuff
damn
like
it, Corey.
but him saying, ow, ow, like a little kid
And crying like a little kid.
just shows how, he's not mature. He's not made for this.
Pussy.
He's not. And this is the downfall. This is where the switch in his head, where he completely goes into the next realm. And you see Joker's trying to condition himself to not hear.
Well, he's
pain.
dealing with his own guilt.
Right, he knows he had to be part of the team, but he also did not want to have to do it.
Ah, the
think Joker felt
conflict
so
with the
fucking
Born to
bad
Kill
after
and the
that,
peace
yeah.
sign. We start to see the first bit of it.
Yeah.
So everyone's doing rifle drills the next day. Pyle's going along with it. Pyle isn't speaking, but he is doing his rifle drill. He's taking it serious. He's got a blank stare on his face. Not like in the beginning, more like I'm dead inside.
Yes.
I've shut off. I'm done. But he is doing the rifle drill right, but he is not speaking.
Yeah.
As the camera slowly pushes in on his face.
Yeah.
We're going to fade into all the soldiers sitting on the bleachers, and Hartman is talking about Charles Whitman, who shot people from an observation deck in Austin, Texas. And he talks about Lee Harvey Oswald, who shot JFK.
What do these two men have in common?
Domestic terrorists.
This is putting the idea into Pyle's head.
Killing is okay.
Yeah, killing is okay. But the camera pushes in at the end of the scene on Pyle again, and he's got that blank look.
Very sexy.
That scene alone is so wild to me because he's so appraised of like, the only reason they were able to get those shots was because they were Marines. And that is so wild to me in the speculation of like,
Well, dude, Marine mindset is bizarre.
I'm gonna come.
Got that right.
All right, it's Christmas time. Hartman is giving a speech about how God loves the Marine.
Birthday to you.
Happy birthday to Jesus.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Happy birthday, dear Jesus.
Fuck, he didn't win a award for this fucking role,
No
man.
Oscars.
He killed this shit.
No, there's
Killed it.
how many performances have you ever seen on that level?
No, not a lot.
That's like someone coming to me and saying, Matt, I need you to play Matt. And I'm like, you're going to pay me to do that?
It's just because he was just too controversial. That's all it was.
Killed that shit.
yeah, he
He's
was
controversial now.
Now, imagine back then. It's still then. Like,
But you're
I'm telling you.
he was only nominated for a Golden Globe. That was it.
Yeah,
So.
But here's the thing.
Fucking sucks.
Okay, I'm sorry. A lot of people are pussies. I'm sorry. If you can't take a window into something that's actually the way it is, then don't even leave your house.
right.
I guess
There's certain aspects of this is like, well, the filmmaker, like you'll hear now. Well, obviously he allowed racism in his movie. Was he allowing it or was he showing it to your dumb ass?
Yeah.
Everything in this movie shows you the visceral side of something. So look at it.
Yeah.
Or don't watch the movie.
There you go. Yep.
Anyway, whatever.
Yep.
That's my Gen X Corey Doggett
Okay.
response.
I know you're a big. I know you.
Me?
No, I am, but goddamn, Corey, like the guys
Yeah,
from Gen X are like, have you heard this guy Corey Doggett? And I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
Where did he come from?
Okay. Not to be a small tangent, but best supporting actor winner that year was Sean Connery in one of your favorite movies, The Untouchables. Who wins in that race in your head?
No, sorry. Connery was great, but there's no way.
All right.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, Arlie.
I got to give it to Arlie, man.
Yeah.
I love Untouchables, but
Okay.
Arlie fucking killed that.
You
shit.
saw True Grit, the new True Grit, right? The Coen brothers. If that girl didn't get Best Supporting Actress, there's no reason for the Academy.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sorry, the Academy sucks.
She's a great actress anyway.
Gay cowboys eating pudding, or it doesn't even get a look.
Yeah.
Who watches the fucking award shows?
They're a farce at this
I
point.
don't watch them.
No, I don't watch them
Fuck
either.
those stupid ass awards. I don't
No,
care about that.
The last.
But
I still like the recognition. I
so
don't watch them.
but you don't want. I mean, all right.
Go on.
Right.
I'm trying. I'm
it up.
trying.
Come on.
I don't want to talk about the Oscars. Don't
They
care
suck.
about
Go
'em.
on. All right, go.
Go ahead, Beasley.
All right.
They were afraid of Kubrick.
So Joker, they're all cleaning their guns,
Mm-hmm.
and Joker hears Pyle talking to his gun.
Which I think is a great follow up because it's how he was taught, like him explaining it to him. But now it's just conditioned into him. This is how you do it, and he's probably even the best at it at this point.
I never understood why that was a concern because he's training them for the gun to be basically another person. So the fact that he's talking to his gun, I don't know if that was a concern. I found that weird.
Pyle's taking it to the realm where you're not supposed to take it to.
If we look at it from a 40-year lens from now, that was like a 6-year lens then. We're looking at people who don't even know what trauma is, what PTSD is. We don't know what's going through his brain, how he might already be a broken psychological person yet.
And their parents wouldn't have talked about it. It would have been drowned in alcoholism.
Yep.
And I mean, for example, my grandfather, after his World War II experience, did not speak of it.
Right.
The only time I knew it affected him is at the end of Tora Tora Tora, which is actually his perspective. They were rolling back onto Pearl Harbor after it happened. He had to get up and leave the room, and he walked out, and I asked my grandma, "What's wrong?"
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, just leave him alone.
Yeah.
He can't talk about this.
So
Didn't
them
understand it.
So them watching this in '87, a guy talking to his gun, in the lens being of the '60s, they're like, that's a little odd for a guy to talk to his gun that way.
Go into the latrine where Joker and Cowboy are mopping, and this is where Joker tells Cowboy he's worried about Pyle. He's talking to his gun. I think he's Section 8. I want to fuck your sister.
Yeah.
Swing.
I like how they're making conditions for one another. Like, yeah, you can, but you gotta let me do this.
Well,
too.
all right, but they would talk to each other like we talk to each
Yeah,
other.
because I want to stick my tube steak into your sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, what would you take in trade? And he's like, what do you got? And we don't find out the answer because it goes right into the firing range where Pyle is shooting, and Hartman compliments him on how well he's shooting.
Yeah, he's very ecstatic that he sees that the conditioning of some sort has been effective. In health, he might be the best marksman that he's got.
And Hartman is confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
His technique is proven.
Yes.
Confident
It's
with that.
working.
It always has.
Always will. Just had to find a way.
We go from that to all the soldiers are standing in formation. Hartman asks Joker, what is the 6th general order? Joker doesn't know. Hartman makes him do 25, and he walks over to Pyle. Pyle knows the answer to all the questions. Hartman asks Pyle, what's the name of your rifle? And he tells him it's Charlene. I never could find a connection to why he named it that, or...
I thought it would be Anne Margaret.
I named my pillow Charlene.
Oh,
after
yeah?
the movie. Yeah, my big long pillow that I sleep with. Yeah.
Mm.
I wondered in my mind if Charlene was like the name of his mother instead of like someone
He
affectionate.
probably hadn't had a girlfriend
That's
yet.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like if it's someone he knew back home, or if it wasn't even his mother at that point, like the closest thing that he might have had.
We get a Joker voiceover. We see them graduating. They are platoon 3092. And he says they're growing up and they're ready to go out to the world. They're ready for battle. Fades into Hartman giving them a speech about how they're all in a brotherhood now. And that if you die, you are just part of the Marine Corps, and that lives on forever.
Mm-hmm.
But Kubrick's setting you up. He's like, oh, okay, we're transitioning to the next part of the movie. All right, the boys are all good, even Pyle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We go into the barracks where Hartman is giving out the orders to each soldier, like where they're going after boot camp is over.
Mm-hmm.
Most people are in the infantry, except for Joker. Joker is going into journalism, And he's like, I used to write for my high school paper. That's crazy. That's really like kind of bullshit, right?
I felt sorry for the black guy who had the job to go look for mimes. I felt, oh my God. I was like, yo, this nigga is gonna die just like straight up, bro. He was like, you go out and find mines, nigga. Like, oh my God, bro. I felt so bad for that kid. I felt so bad for that kid. I'm sorry, Beasley.
I mean, but it was probably the thing, like, they make the black dude
Yeah,
look for
I
the
was like,
mime.
yo, man, why the black guy? Why the black guy gotta go for a fucking mime?
But Kubrick's not pulling any punches, and
He
you
wasn't.
definitely get that later in the movie.
Push on another tight shot of Pyle's face, the same look we had when they were sitting on the bleachers. He says he's going to be going into the infantry.
You made it.
You made it.
Yeah.
You're dead inside, but you made
But
it.
he actually called his name twice because he was in his zone.
He's like, you don't even know your own fucking name. So then we cut into it's night in the barracks. Joker's on fire watch.
One of the few times there's actually music.
Yeah.
And it's that
Eerie music.
Little synth.
There's that little like chime in there too, which I thought Pyle was making that noise,
It's like
but
a,
he's not.
it's like a water droplet sound, like.
I get nervous every time that scene pops up. I'm like,
Well, it's. I mean, I guess he hears him loading the mag.
It's supposed to be the kind of echoing through.
I think it's just supposed to be eerie. I'm listening to it right
I mean,
now.
it's the
it's just scary music.
Well, because when he opens up the the bathroom door to the head, it's like he knows there's something in there, so he had to hear something.
Mhm.
But the music and all the sound effects keep going.
Yeah. at the
Once
same
he sees Pyle, so I'm like, what was he hearing?
Well, this is that dream-like status where it's no longer. It's kind of outside of the realm that we've been in. We've been in this hell for a long time. Now we're going like into a deeper hell.
But
the
you think it's
inferno.
over.
Right?
You think it's over.
You think you're out,
Yeah.
but now we're going into like the inferno of what's happened with this one guy's psyche.
Yeah, so Joker has walked into the bathroom. He sees Pyle sitting on the toilet holding his rifle.
The most insane shot I ever seen, like of a human being. Like his eyes
And
are
just-
almost
Wait.
all white.
yeah, Vincent killed that shit.
Oh,
Sorry, y'all. Was that his first movie?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
He says, "Hi, Joker," and Joker asks if those are live rounds, and he's like, 7.62 millimeter full metal jacket.
2 millimeter full metal jacket. And puts the last one in.
And then Joker's like, if Hartman catches us in here, we're gonna be in a world full of shit. I am in a world full of shit. Pyle stands up, starts doing his rifle drill. This is where Hartman runs in.
Crushing his rifle drill perfectly.
Yeah.
Joker tells Hartman that, he's got live rounds. And this is where we get another quotable line where he's like, "What's your major malfunction?" I remember people saying that when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Leonard points the gun at Hartman and shoots him.
Did I do that?
Okay. Can we talk about art, Matt?
Sure.
I know this is a cutaway for everyone else in the building a little bit, but let's talk about some art, Matt. So we have the duality of man, right? So we have the driving factor for this whole film, especially for the latter half of the movie, but this is the center focal point of it. You have Pyle standing in between the two perspectives. The hardened Hartman, who thinks you have to drive out everything, all your humanity. And you have Joker, the last grain of humanity left. And here's a guy that was both practiced on, both styles.
Hartman's chance.
Mm-hmm.
If Hartman could have been anything less than a Marine, he probably would have taken his hat off and said, "Son, I know it's all horrible. I know it all seems horrible." I've seen people like that do that, but he didn't.
No.
That's the saving thing. But for Joker, and this is the pivotal scene for Joker where you are now following Joker. It's the first things for Joker that happens throughout this movie that tell the story. One, Joker hasn't seen anybody die, and in one night, in a matter of 2 minutes, he sees someone murdered, and he's seen someone kill themselves
Yeah.
before he goes to the war.
Right.
All right, so that's what he's going to the war on. And it's led up to this moment.
And
But there's the loss.
right.
there's the loss, there's the confusion, there's the hopelessness, and it's all just taking place right in front. And there's the loss of control because Hartman's not supposed to lose control.
Right.
No.
The only way to get rid of Hartman is to shoot him through the chest and kill him. Right. And then there's no other option for you but to kill yourself.
And this is the thing he's manufactured. And the idea is
he drove it to this point.
he hardened. This machine hardened Pyle's heart, but the best way to describe it is his body was not conditioned for it. His brain was not conditioned.
His
yet.
heart was
Right.
not conditioned for it.
He might have been. Yeah,
He's broken.
he's a broken human being. That's why he's still soft on the outside, but that inside is completely. After they hit him, after they beat the shit out of him, that kid is gone.
Yeah, he's fucked up.
That brain is fully drilled in. He becomes the best soldier possible, but he's still at conflict of wanting to be a human.
Yeah.
But he wanted to show, you made me a perfect killing machine,
And I did it.
and I did it. And I feel real bad about what I just did. And that's why he can't live with his fucking self after that.
And Joker is but to bear witness.
He
Which
witnesses.
Joker bears witness to all of it.
Right. And that's
He's you.
right. He is, as
With
he
the,
stands
with
in
the
for
option
us.
of no eternal soul.
Yeah.
Because he's an atheist. So, like, this is it.
That's the end.
Yeah.
And then we immediately
Fade out.
fade out.
Fade to black.
He died like a dog.
Oh,
Dang.
Corey.
All right.
And you want to bring Trump in with that?
This is where Corey gets his pillow.
No, this part was good.
We were talking about the truth there.
Talk about some,
This part was good.
Well, baby, me so horny.
Corey sees the whore.
Yeah, this part was
Corey sees
great.
the whore. Then he goes to sleep.
So then we fade in. We're in Vietnam.
Well, one thing. This is one of the most
abrupt.
abrupt iceberg crashing into shifts in a film of
Ever.
all time.
Ever.
Just fuck.
That's why a lot of people don't remember the second half, even though it's brilliant. It's the first half is so loaded with quote unquote entertainment value, I guess you could say, and a great performance. Two great performances happening on top of one another.
That right.
That the second half
Three.
feels a little loose, but the coda is still intact the whole
You
way.
fall out of structure.
Right.
Right.
So you're telling me this is England?
Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't that crazy? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
wa-
I didn't know that either.
That changes my whole perspective a little bit on.
So
visuals.
Yeah.
we fade in. We're in Vietnam. We hear these boots are made for walking by Nancy Sinatra.
Yeah.
And we get another iconic scene where,
Oh, me so horny, me
Me
love
so
you
horny,
long
yeah.
tiny. And people think that's
We
hilarious.
get the two live crew scene.
Well, baby, me so horny. Me so horny. You keep lying. Me love you long time.
When I first saw the movie from beginning to end was 2015 when I bought it on Blu-ray, and I did not know that Two Live Crew got that shit.
He just thought it was part of it.
Hey,
Never knew what Two Live Crew got it from.
1987's calling you are
I
behind.
know.
Well, again, there's all these quotables that meatheads end up saying. It's like, yo, dude, did you not get the perspective of that, or were you just watching it because you heard someone quote that line before and you want to be like, me so horny, I get it. Like the downtrodden do not get this movie. It's not a pro-war movie in any sense of the word.
Yeah, it's
Joker is sitting with his new partner.
yes,
Like it-
Rafter Man.
Rafter
Man.
Man.
That's a hard name for me to say. Rafter Man.
Rafter Man.
Rafter Man.
Rafter.
Sounds like a horrible superhero.
Rafter Man, though, as introduced, is kind of confused and kind of like, why are we here? And he's not in it yet.
He wants to see the shit.
But he
He'll
doesn't.
say that later.
Yeah, but he's just, for the most part, he's just a guy like, okay, I mean, why are we here? I mean, these people don't even want us here.
Well,
Yeah.
before that, he gets his camera stolen,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's this weird I don't even understand the
Bruce Lee moment.
I don't. It comes out of nowhere.
What?
But still, like, Joker's name is fitting. Everything's a joke. Even their camera getting stolen is a joke. He's just like,
We got plenty of these back
Yeah.
at the base.
but like Joker's just like, I mean,
Yeah, he mocks the thief, like doing it kung fu.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, everything's a joke.
but it's like you think you're worried about a camera getting stolen.
Right.
Like he gets the level of it, and that's very obvious when they have the meeting in the newspaper room.
The best scene in the movie.
It really
Corey's
is.
favorite scene.
This is
That's
Corey's
Corey's
sleeping medicine.
melatonin.
But
Yeah.
but what that does is you're starting to get to know Joker outside of reactions.
Right.
Yeah, so we go from Joker mocking the thief with the kung fu, like silly kung fu stuff, and we crossfade into the military base. And this is where Rafter Man is talking to him about how he like really wants to get out there in the shit, in the bush, and like see some action. He's tired of taking pictures of people shaking hands.
Mm-hmm.
And Joker's just kind of like, nah, man, you don't want to do that. I don't want to have to like tell your mom you died or whatever. And then we go into the newspaper office. Is that what you want to call it?
We'll call it the report.
The fishbowl.
The Stars and Stripes offices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, Joker's kind of making a joke out of everything.
What a riot, man.
The editor.
Which before that, the way they visually showed that maybe some humanity's been restored, and it's kind of a carry throughout the rest of the movie. Joker's seen the least without his helmet on, and you see his full hair. Him and Rafter Man, during these sequences, you can see their hair full blown, that they don't really wear the helmets. Occasionally they'll wear it when they're in battlefield scenarios, but you see them mostly without it. Everyone else is usually fully helmeted on.
And you don't actually know how long he's been over there.
Correct.
They
We
never
don't know.
give you a
they don't give us a
time
time
frame.
frame. It's long enough for him to be fully grown back, like.
And this is also where Rafter Man talks about like, why are we even here?
Mhm.
These people don't even like care that we're trying to help them. And Joker's like, well, it's just business.
Yeah.
It's
It
just
is.
business.
And when they have the meeting in the Stars and Stripe office, there's the editor. The one thing I kind of appreciated about him is like, okay, yeah, give me your bullshit. Look, we're just here to get it done.
Yeah.
We're trying to motivate the soldiers. Don't you get it, dude? I don't want to be here either.
Yeah.
You know, this is what we got to do.
Kind of like the machine of like.
Could you quit pushing back today, Joker, please?
Right. Where they're trying to create something either for propaganda purposes, for the states, for the boys in the shit. Same thing like with Good Morning Vietnam. Robin Williams is over there to entertain the boys, keep them motivated, keep them going, right? So it's the same mantra, like, what can we do? Don't push back on us. Just do your job.
Joker's conflict again is this, but it's not the truth. It's not, it's not really. And it's like, dude, will you just do it?
Just do the shit.
That's basically what that whole scene is about. Everyone's presenting their stories. The editor is telling them how to spin it to make it sound more positive.
Send them down.
Joker says that there's going to be a ceasefire.
Do it.
Because there's a new year coming up,
There's a new year
celebration.
coming up.
And they figured, hey, nobody's going to be doing shit during this celebration because all of the Vietnamese celebrate this.
Yeah.
Right.
But this is where, this setup, which is where, in my brain, it divides the movie into thirds instead of halves.
Okay.
But we'll get to that as soon as
Sure.
And I'll explain why.
I don't know. I look at it, it's like you got the training and you got them out there fighting. This is just like this transitional piece in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Catch your breath.
Catching your breath.
Catching your breath. So it's nighttime. There's fireworks going off. They're celebrating the Year of the Monkey. It's the Vietnamese Lunar New Year's Eve. Again, crossfade into the barracks where Joker is writing in his journal and does his John Wayne impression again.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, I'm bored. I just want to get back out there in the shit. And then there's another soldier sleeps directly across from him who's just like, kind of calls him on his bullshit. Like, you don't know. You don't have that 1,000-mile stare.
Yeah.
It's important. It's very important.
I like that scene where they just talking shit amongst each other. And
You get a moment of how the ones that have been there, it's glazed over. The ones that are waiting for their moment, they're making fun of them. But then it's just like masculinity.
Yeah.
Let's compare masculinity.
Dick measuring.
And again, Joker finds the joke in it.
mm-hmm.
There's a joke in the dick measuring. It's like, oh, dude, come on. Okay.
There's actual joke in this scene. Just kind of like comes out of nowhere. Because the guy was kind of calling bullshit on Joker. Someone makes a joke about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the joke?
How do you stop 5 black guys from raping a white woman?
Throw a basketball. The thing about it is, yeah, that's funny or
I
whatever.
don't even remember that joke.
But he
Just
clearly, he 20 years later, he wanted you to see what racism was like in that time period.
Yeah, because you were talking about.
And the
there's a lot of
black dude just
casual
had to
racism.
swallow it.
Yeah.
They had to.
They don't seem like they're swallowing it. They're just kind of like, this is just shit talk.
Yeah.
Well, all right, like you get used to it.
They racist shit talked each other a lot through that movie, and like nobody seemed to be bothered. Like black, white, none of
'Cause
them.
it's just shit
Yeah, it was
talk.
just shit talk. Yeah.
Well, when Mother Animal takes the chick in there, and he says that line, you're just
He
like,
says a lot of fucked up
"Whoa,
shit to
Yeah.
A-Ball, and we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But also, when A-Ball is shot, that's like his brother. Animal is the first one to run in to save him.
What
So
you-
all
We'll get to
that-
that. We'll get to
It's,
that.
yes,
get to that.
The
So-
racism didn't matter if that's your fellow Marine,
Sure
and that's
didn't.
what you're supposed to do.
Motherfuckers is like brothers, man.
Yeah, right. I don't care if you're black. I don't care what I said about you. I didn't really mean it.
So all of a sudden,
Yeah.
lights cut out. We hear gunfire.
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to be a ceasefire.
Popping off.
But the base is getting attacked. They all grab their gear. They run to the front gate. Viet Cong are attacking. There's like a delivery truck that plows through the gate, blows up. Then the Viet Cong start coming in. Joker,
Gotcha, bitch.
Joker says something like, I wasn't ready for this.
Yeah.
Even though he's like, I'm here to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's
He
There-
did
this
more.
is okay. Joker has seen someone get killed. He's seen someone kill themselves, and this is the first time that he has to kill someone.
Mm-hmm.
he says,
And
I
I'm
hope
not
they're-
ready for this.
I hope
and-
they're just fucking with us, is what he says.
Yeah.
And as he fires into the people coming in through the fence, there's a shot that goes back to his face where he realizes he's killed someone.
But
That's super important for him.
Right.
But it's more important later. This is him killing at a distance. So they're just objects still. They're in silhouette. They don't count as people yet for most of these people.
That's how most of everyone is killed in this movie. It's
Right.
From a
It's
distance.
from a distance. So when you're able to kill from that far away, the desensitization keeps continuing.
You're with your boys and you're fighting the enemy.
Yeah.
That's it. This is his third introduction to it, but it's still not.
It's not it.
You're not there yet, and Mother is the one that really drives the point home. But we got to get to that.
The Viet Cong kind of just like run in.
They thought they could just storm the base, no problem.
They're kind of taken down pretty easily.
From what I know about some of the Vietnam War, which I could dispel a little bit, is it was a numbers game to them, really. They had different tactics. They had a lot of suicide shooters. They would just go into things thinking that they could just go in, get mowed down, and then trick the U.S. into screwing up somehow. That's why they had a lot of traps. That's why they have tons of explosives just dangling out in these jungles to this day. There are people still out there searching for bombs and traps that they have put out there. It's crazy. They built so many underground tunnels in real life that people still fall into to this day, and it's like hundreds of miles long. It was a game to them to figure out how to defeat us when it comes to numbers, because there was more of them at that time just to come at us. So it would be like 10-1.
So we crossfade from that night into the morning of the aftermath, and we get a long dolly shot showing everything that happened as Joker's kind of walking through. And you see in the foreground, they actually took some Viet Cong prisoner, that they actually had it easy at their base.
Yeah.
The Viet Cong essentially like cut the country in half. So America is losing. This is what the editor guy's telling all the
and they put it in
journalists.
front of you and verbally.
Yeah.
They just give you a taste of it, and they tell you this is what happened last night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All you
And
need
they
to
turn
know
the
is,
volume up just a little bit more.
yeah, all you
It's
need
up
to
just
know
a
is
more.
whatever tactics they're doing are actually effective.
The editor does not like Joker at all.
No.
He says the American press is going to have a field day with this. We need to get ahead of this. So, Joker, I want you to go to, I'm probably going to have a hard time pronouncing this, Pubai? I don't know how to say it. Pubai?
You could learn a lot from a dummy.
Sorry.
Pubai.
No, you say poo bye.
He wants him to go to
I want you to
Pubai
go over to poo bye. Go run your story.
and take that peace pin off.
It's probably a good out of taking
And this
it
is
off.
where this is where the peace pin comes in.
Yes, very important.
Yeah, it's the first time we talk about the peace pin. Rafferman asked for permission to go with him.
Yes.
And then I love Joker. Can I ask that Rafterman not come with me?
Denied.
And Joker and Rafterman take off on their little excursion.
They have an interesting escort.
Hit it, Beazle.
So Rafterman and Joker are on their way to Fubai.
Fubai.
And they're flying in a helicopter, and the machine gunner is just killing farmers.
Yeah.
Get some. Come get some.
Get some. Like that. He's the most desensitized.
Yeah, get some.
Get some.
Yeah. Throwing them down.
And he is so incredibly pleased with himself.
Yeah.
And what?
He was supposed to be the drill instructor.
Really?
Oh shit!
He was the originally cast drill instructor.
Wow.
His humanity is completely gone.
Yeah, it's stripped completely.
Why was he smoking the farmers? I didn't get that part. Why?
Because fuck him, that's why.
It's fun.
Oh, he was just doing it just to do
Just
it.
doing it.
Okay.
At that point, he's at the point where he doesn't even see people anymore.
He is when it goes too far, and humanity's fucked up like this. But oh, what? So you're telling me there's no rules? Good. I'm gonna start killing whatever I want.
Yeah.
Like he simply
Because
does.
fuck them, that's why.
He doesn't possess humanity anymore, and that's why Joker's perspective. Joker is already like he's like, oh great, another one of these guys. So he's
Yeah.
just asking them the questions, almost as a joke. So why do you think that's okay? And the guys just loving it. He's like, yeah, blah blah blah.
That's not, well,
Killing women. and children.
Rafterman, it looks like he's about to vomit.
Yeah.
Joker looks disgusted.
Mm-hmm.
The machine gunner guy, he goes, y'all should do a story on me.
Yeah.
I've got 157 confirmed kills. And then Joker's like, you kill women and children? And I cannot make out what the hell that gunner says. I don't know what.
Doesn't matter.
Basically, he says, yeah. Because basically, it's like a good Viet Cong is, one running and then a
Well-disciplined one is one that's not running.
So for him, it's all a game. It's like he's pure video game logic at this point where it's just target practice for him.
Yeah, he's playing Grand Theft Auto.
What did you say, Corey?
He says, how do you shoot women and children? He says, easy. You just don't lead them as much.
Yeah, you don't lead them along.
And people
Because
think
they can't run as fast. That's what he's
the-
saying.
you don't lead them as much, is what he says, and that's where people are like, it's a dark comedy. It's like it's not fucking funny, dude.
Yeah.
There's nothing funny about it. The fact that you think it's funny means there's something wrong with you.
Yeah,
That's Kubrick. That's Kubrick.
So the helicopter lands. We get another cool long dolly shot where we see wounded soldiers being taken to the helicopters as Joker and Rafterman are walking into the jungle.
And then a crossfade.
Well, yes, it crossfades.
But the what's lost on people now is the complexity of shots, like the level of things that went into organizing some of these shots. You're just like, damn, because the tanks were timed
Yeah.
Yeah.
as
That
this
sequence,
scene
yeah.
went on. And the audio's horrible, and it's like, but he's
Helicopters.
putting you there in the moment,
Yeah.
how it sounds, and like I get it, but sometimes I was like, God, could we get a remix on this one?
Well, this shot that it fades from goes to just a wide shot where there's like this creek going down the middle of the frame, and you've got all the U.S. soldiers going one way, and then all the farmers going the other way.
Yep.
And then this is where they ask a soldier. First platoon is at. He's looking for his friend named Cowboy, and then this soldier reveals that Cowboy, he's the platoon commander, and he's like, my name is Touchdown because I played football for Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joker, Touchdown telling Joker he can tag along. We again fade to a tight shot of Joker's face as we zoom out, which is usually, isn't Kubrick usually zooming in?
He's usually dollying out from something set up symmetrically to expose everything that's in the scene and letting the scene build as it goes.
He does a lot of zoom ins and outs. Like in The Shining, we have that beautiful one of him, snow. Jack is just pulling back and he's just looking into it like that.
That's a cut.
But I know, but it is a zip zoom
Mother-daughter,
lens
yeah.
pulling back though. So yeah.
So this is where we see Joker standing over a mass grave of all these Vietnamese people covered in lime. There's all these people standing around, and there's a woman with a actual film camera, doing a documentary. That's Stanley Kubrick's daughter.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
I didn't know she was doing that.
Yep.
I know she started taking photos of her dad on set, but I didn't know she was actually participating.
We get a voiceover from Joker. He said the dead only know one thing. It's better to be alive. And then a lieutenant comes over to Joker. He's talking about how all these people were killed while Rafterman is taking pictures.
And he pauses to smile.
He pauses to smile. I just thought that was...
Every single time.
Yep.
Every single time. He's always ready to pose for it.
Oh, wow. I've been doing my job. But see, when he's describing what they're doing, it's monstrous. but he's like, we did our job and we did it great, and I'm a great American.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this glaze over that Joker sees underneath, and he's reporting it. So
It's
I'm,
that duality that we were about to
But-
get.
yeah, but it's the whole thing is like, oh great, I'm over here reporting something that I find horrible,
Yeah.
and you're smiling about it, and we're taking pictures of you, and I'm gonna write this piece that's supposed to inspire people when I'm fundamentally disgusted.
So this colonel overhears them talking. He walks over and he's kind of is irritated with Joker straight out the gate. He's like, "What's up with that peace pen? And what's it say on your helmet? Born to kill? What is that supposed to be? Ironic?" He's like, "What's that about?" And he's like, "I don't know, sir." And he says eventually, he's like, "Oh, it's I guess I'm trying to say the duality of man."
Yeah. And he has this general who's like supposed to be like stock character man on purpose to be like, that ain't right. You know, just completely just that ain't what this is about.
It's a carried over voice from his drill sergeant, and he's like, I've already heard this, dude.
Yeah.
I'm okay, I got you.
Yeah, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Wooly Bully starts to play
Which is great.
as we see
So,
Rafterman and go ahead.
This is I was to say this moment's it's very similar to the Matt was talking about straight up iceberg of a transition. Like you have like these super weird, like crazy scenes where someone dies or something, and then it's like this like loud, like funky, like pop song or whatever. Like I think it's the transition between
We're back
those
to business.
yeah. Wow, we're back to having fun in Nam.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, the juxtaposition with the music on the soundtrack is very fun to look at because it is, you know, when we were talking about it earlier, like some people try to codify this as a black comedy just because based on some of these trappings, but it's more Kubrick was looking at things from more of an ironic lens. So the music is there to kind of like when Willy Bully comes on or, you know, Surfing Bird later, these are supposed to point out absurdity. Surfing Bird is an absurd song. And it goes down to the you know, that stuff. It's almost like gunfire. It's supposed to
It's
sound
almost like the chopper blades.
Right.
Like, pop, 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 pop,
It's
pop.
supposed
Yeah,
to be this silly moment, and it's almost like kids playing with GI Joes. And this is what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be machine gun.
This is what people
feeling.
at home think.
Correct.
And that's not what's
The
going
American
on. So
way.
here's your little dose of it.
Yes.
You know, like Mother. Oh, here's the dude with the big gun that looks like Jesse the Body Ventura from Predator.
Yeah.
But he's making fun of it.
Mm-hmm.
But there, of course, are people like that stand behind their gun.
Yes.
You know, I'm such a man. Who will you take it from me?
And he's a very complex character that we find out
Yes.
more about later.
Because at first you're just like, okay, here we go, stock character. But then no.
But we're learning about them now. But before we get to that, Wooly Bully comes on. We get some really cool architect. I can't even say it right now. The circular architect. I can't say it right now.
Architecture.
Architecture. That's, I think, very beautiful, and I love how he's using that space to define everything. They're in their own bubbles,
So
basically.
Wooly Bully. It's performed by Sam the Sham and the Parthenons.
That right.
Joker is reunited with Cowboy. And they kind of like have those circular entrances where Cowboy's standing near one shaving as Joker enters through the one in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboy introduces him to everyone, the rest of the platoon, and then this is where we're introduced to Animal Mother. He kind of like walks in. He's the badass of the group.
Yes.
Basically kind of taking over. He kind of has that blank look, that Pyle.
Correct.
He's played by Adam Baldwin,
One of the Baldwins.
who was in Independence Day in 1996.
He's Jane, dude.
He was in
He's
The
Jane.
Patriot
He's Jane.
in 2000 and Serenity in 2005.
Oh my god.
but he also was a military dude in Independence Day. But yes, he's Jane first and foremost.
He's first and foremost, he's Jane.
Mm-hmm.
But you get this. Okay, the thing about that is you've got one side of philosophy versus the other, and they're both at the pinnacle of it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's neither one of them are going to back down.
No.
And this is what kills me
They have a big stare down.
is that 8-Ball. You get the feeling that 8-Ball is like, guys, you know, he's sort of the logical.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, don't forget we're all brothers, bro. Just let this go.
And
let me
we're
tell
still
you.
all together.
Joker does a John Wayne impression again.
Yeah.
A great impression.
Builds up. They're going to have a back and forth. We have a, Animal Mother goes, well, you walk the walk and you talk the talk. And then this is where 8-Ball steps in to break the tension. And he's played by Darren Harvard, who was in Sudden Death,
Hell yeah.
95, Space Jam, 96, and the remake of Assault on Precinct 13 in 2005.
which was fucking brilliant. But also, too, he was another one of those 80s, oh, it's that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw him everywhere.
Yeah.
A-Ball pulls him over. They sit down.
Mhm.
A-Ball and Animal Mother, they sit down. And you get this like random, just like racial slur. I forget what he says. Something about black people, and he's like sickle cell, something or other. It's just like, where the
He
fuck?
said
What did you say, Corey?
he called him a jungle bunny, is what he called him.
Jungle Bunny, and then he said something about sickle cell. I'm like, this guy just kind
He
of
said,
helps you out.
"Thank God for sickle cell." Huh?
Am I right, bro? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, why is he saying that? That kind of comes out of nowhere.
It goes back to the whole thing where it's like, yeah, that racial shit doesn't matter here.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it doesn't, but it's like, why would you insult the guy who just pulled you out of a jam?
Right.
Because that's what you're
That's just
expecting.
how they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Racial slur or not, why would you say that?
Right.
And I think he's trying to say you're gonna die anyway. Is kind of the idea behind that statement.
You want to call me this, I'll call you that. Doesn't matter.
And what you get though from their interaction is he cools the situation by just saying like, "Listen, Animal's a dick, but when he's in the moment, he's the best guy you got."
Yeah.
And that's where that conflict kind of dissolves, and then you realize we're still all the same unit. We might all clash, but you want him.
Well, probably when they got there, there was some probably. I guarantee you, that what he's trying to imply is that 8-Ball and Animal, or Mother, or whatever you want to call him, had their moment, but when they were in combat, one or the other did something, and he's like, I can look past this racial shit because of what you did.
Right.
But he proves that later.
Right. And even with his name, his moniker, which is very unique, it's basically Kubrick saying, here's a man who represents animalistic nature. And then later we'll see down the line, there's also a mother, a nurturing side to this as well.
Basically, what Joker was and Hartman were in the beginning.
At first, like you said, he is like Pyle. He is what Hartman would be like, this is the man.
That's what he wanted.
This is what he wanted him to be.
Yeah, I always got a Pyle vibe from him. I think Pyle would have been him.
They
if
both
he
have the
yeah.
half open
Right,
eyes.
Right.
Almost the same farmer chub cheek face a little bit.
But Mother has the greatest moment in the film, man.
Yeah.
But we're introduced to another character that I think gets overshadowed. Crazy Earl.
Crazy Earl.
He's played by Carrion. I don't even know how to say his last name.
You could learn a lot from a dummy.
Thanks. That's good.
That dude.
That Crazy Earl guy.
Yeah, that's a pretty crazy last name.
I would say Jacinus.
Jacinus.
Yeah.
All right.
Crazy Earl played by.
I don't know, Beasley. Just try to say it. I'm just
say
curious.
it. It'd be fun.
I probably would have hit the chin. Chin is. I probably would have said just chin is.
That's his name.
Can we get on with it?
Wow.
You want to cut that part out?
Yeah.
Move along.
That dude.
That dude, Eric Chungus.
He did a good job.
Dingus. All right, Crazy Earl.
Crazy Earl. He calls over to Rafter Man to take a picture of him and his new friend, a dead Viet Cong.
Celebrating his birthday.
They're celebrating his birthday, and the whole platoon sings him happy birthday.
But then you get this moment.
Ugh.
The moment where I guess Crazy Earl is probably, he's crazy now that he's there.
Mm-hmm.
And is he gone?
Has to be.
Mm-hmm.
Is he barely at the edge? Is he still in control?
I think we get that statement later from him when they do the kind of interview section. He's because they asked him, does America belong in Vietnam? He's like, I don't know if they do, but I do.
He does say that. He tells everyone this is like the greatest days. We're jolly green giants walking the earth. And he's like, when we get back to the world, we're not going to have anyone to shoot at.
Yeah.
Most of Stanley Kubrick's movies, green represents death.
Hmm.
So everyone's wearing green in this. He actually calls themselves Jolly Green Giants.
Does he allude to the fact or what of all the people that came back from Vietnam that didn't fit in place? Like, have you ever spoken to any vets that have been in combat? They'll if you sit in a restaurant with them, they're staring around. It's like, dude, Nam's over. Because you don't ever forget.
It never goes away.
It never goes away.
Yeah.
And that's this guy. If he made it back,
right? He would not fit society anymore.
No.
He's had too much fun.
No, it's not too much fun. It's just once that becomes the norm, going back to regular life or even somebody's reaction, you're just
He's one step away from being the Colonel in Universal Soldiers, where he's making ear necklaces and wearing them and saying, "I can't hear you." Great performance by Dolph Lundgren, by the way.
Absolutely. We go into that dolly shot you were talking about with the tanks.
He liked it.
yeah.
It's dope.
They're walking through the ruins. It's foggy. Touchdown is walking behind a tank and gets shot. So now Crazy Earl is going to lead the platoon.
But did you also notice that you didn't think he was Crazy Earl once he was in the lead? He went very mathematical and very systematic.
Yeah.
Like he basically fell back to his training.
Well, if you know any people that are
But Cowboy did that as well. It's just he wasn't as good at it.
right, he was not structured.
But Cowboy was more of a nurturer than that. You know.
Yes. He was
He was wise. I mean, Cowboy had wisdom. I've seen this before.
Cowboy wanted the brothership. He enjoyed that. The leadership role was not meant for him.
So this is where we also get another, like, Crazy Earl's like, we're going to move in, we're going to investigate. We get this awesome, like, tracking shot from behind the soldiers as they're moving forward, they're taking cover.
It's so good.
It's such a great shot. And another soldier gets shot, and Animal Mother just starts to unload on this building. And then Rafterman, he's taking pictures, his hands are shaking. After all the shooting, there's this long silence, and Crazy Earl sees the Viet Cong running from the building, and
I love how he's reloading, and he can't get reloaded in time to get the first batch of them, but gets the second batch.
right.
Yeah.
Crazy Earl smiles, and then this is where we hear Surfing Bird by the Trash Man.
What a song.
Yeah.
What a sequence.
He's so happy he just killed some people.
Mm-hmm. The absurdity of war is manifested on screen, and that's what Surfing Bird. That's what Surfing Bird.
So we had two soldiers get killed. Crazy Earl, he shoots the Viet Cong, starts to smile. Song plays, and then we go into another long, beautiful dolly shot. Now there's a documentary crew there.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole vibe of the war, this part of the movie that's all about war, has changed.
Yeah.
Now we're going into like interviews.
Because it becomes
Let's take it back home and show the boys at home what we're doing and how we're winning this war. And I mean,
It's really just his commentary about how the U.S. handled the war, anyways, because it was just a big propaganda thing, anyways.
it's not breaking the fourth wall, but it's like they're telling you more information with the interviews, but
Yeah.
it's this weird series of cuts between it, and you're just like, this is so odd.
because this was the first televised war, right? So they had to.
Yeah.
Was it or was the Korean War? I don't know.
Well, it was the people were the most critical of it because of the amount of information that they were getting back.
It's kind of like how now with the internet.
It's also the first war back when we're not like fighting against a supervillain, because it's like, World War II was Hitler. It's like obviously everyone was against him, but it's like this war,
Korea's
they're really-
communism. Well,
It- yeah,
Vietnam's
it's-
communism too, but
Yeah.
it's
in America's eyes, a lot of people thought it's like we're fighting for nothing because it's like we're not trying to fight the big baddie. Yeah, it happened during the Cold War, right after the Cold War,
Yeah,
and it's like it's communism, but it's not Hitler. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like
There's no one really tied to it. It's an ideal that they're fighting versus an actual monster tyrant, I guess you could say.
well, they don't want China to have control of the East.
Right.
They don't want the East to go communist.
Right. But I guess it was harder to we knew the triad of evil during that time period of like World War II. They were like, we just don't like these guys. Why? Ideals.
Well, Patton wanted to press through China and conquer China.
Oh yeah. But either
In
way,
this long
I'm
dolly
sorry,
shot of
press
the
through
documentary
Russia and
crew,
go into China.
in this long dolly shot, we get another John Wayne impression. It's the same thing he said to Hartman in the beginning.
Mhm.
Then we're over looking down on the two dead bodies, the two soldiers that just got killed. And basically from a dead body POV looking up at each soldier, and they each have like a line that they say. But Rafterman says, at least they died for a good cause.
Mhm.
And Animal Mother says, freedom's just a word. And if I'm going to die for a word, it's going to be poontang.
Yeah.
He's such a Marine.
deep.
I'm just going to call him not touchdown. The other guy that got shot.
Okay.
He was about to be
Section 8 for jacking off 10 times a day.
right. And when he went to go talk to the psychiatrist, he started jerking off in front of the psychiatrist. Yeah, just a few more days. His paperwork had to go through.
But this is Kubrick poking at masculinity.
Yeah.
You know, your over masculinity.
Right.
you
What
know.
makes a man?
So we go from that to the documentary crew doing interviews with each soldier. And, Rafterman, who's only seen this one battle.
Yeah.
He's holding his gun. He's talking about how he's proud to be American. And, he's just being very
He's
patriotic.
drinking the Kool-Aid and buying the bullshit.
But we get different perspectives on the war from each soldier. But Joker says he wanted to be the first kid on his block to have a confirmed kill. Again.
He's saying it for the camera.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be a killer. Nobody over there all right. For example, Beasley, if you were sent over, any of us were sent over there and someone was asking me those questions, I was like, well, what do you want to hear? You want to hear I want to be a killer? Okay,
Right.
there you go.
Right.
What'll get you out of my face faster?
I will
Sorry.
say I don't think any of us are built to kill in this room, but
No,
there are
we-
some people who would
wouldn't want to
die
kill.
for that.
Good thing I'm not in the room.
Yeah, you wouldn't see how Hyler's just eyeballing the fuck out of me.
No, but I'm saying like no one. I don't think anyone in this room would be like, "Oh yeah, I went to war because I wanted it."
The boy asked me, he goes, he's like, could you ever kill anybody? And I was honest with him. I was like, if somebody were trying to hurt you or Amy, it'd be so easy for me to kill them, I wouldn't even think about it.
Right.
Right.
If they were coming after me, I'd have to think about it.
Yeah.
And if someone were trying to hurt Amy or Dandon and I killed them, I wouldn't have a second thought about it. I was like, they were trying to hurt my wife or my kid. I killed them. Fuck them.
Yeah.
That's how easy it would be. But that's my wife and my kid.
Yeah.
Like I just can't kill somebody randomly. Fuck them. And even if you're coming for me, I'd almost contemplate like, why are you trying to kill me?
Mm-hmm.
It's weird like that.
For people to sign up to want to experience that, to go through it,
I don't get it. I don't.
it's
get
not
it.
in our
But for like people like my grandfather, for World War II, it's like it's either you go to war or we lose to.
There was a sense
evil.
of duty. Yes.
Yeah. And then another thing that drives me spare is okay, having a belief in God and then people manipulating God to get you to go kill people.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's get into a perk.
Like the Crusades.
$5 hookers. We have another prostitute scene.
He brings the pimp brings the prostitute up on a super cup, a Honda super cup. And the establishing shot is like he's supposed to be so pimp. And he's on this little bitty like 100cc motorcycle bringing up his prostitute.
8-Ball steps up. He wants her. And she's like, no black guys.
Too big.
That guy too big. That guy
Big.
too big.
Buku.
Hey, buku.
And he's like, this is some
But
certified.
He thinks he turns it into a racist moment.
No,
She's
this
like, no, your
motherfucker-
dick's just too
He
big.
pulls his dick out.
she's like, yeah, it's not that big. She's like, okay,
She
because
has
it
to
ain't that
think
big.
about it.
And he's like,
But
"That's some-"
Alabama Black Snake, I heard that joke so many times. This film is so quoted. And people
Yeah.
think it's hilarious. I'm like, it's not a funny scene. Don't you
Alabama
remember
Black
back
Snake.
when Joker said, yeah, prostitutes basically are just riddled with STDs if you want to take your chances.
Yeah.
she agrees to go with 8-Ball, but then Animal Mother steps up.
Yeah.
And again, just throws out, smacks his hand, and it's just like,
This is a white man's pussy first. You can have sloppy seconds.
Mm-hmm.
he just says, all fucking should hang.
Right.
And he smacks his hand. He takes her.
one.
And then he's like, don't worry, I ain't going to take too long. I'm going to skip the foreplay.
And drags her into the whatever that is,
Again,
old theater. Or
that
something.
Animal like a bandit
Yeah.
theater.
That
or
animal
something.
aspect, sex
Yeah.
and violence.
Yeah.
That's that animal instinct.
But it's things like this that when you're like, yay, we're gonna do Full Metal Jacket. I'm like,
Yeah.
because I can't. The things like when humanity gets to its bottom or its most visceral, I'm just like, I don't want to be reminded of that. There's too much of it.
Yeah.
And it scenes like this where I'm like, and then like 50% of the scenes in the film where I'm just like, and the same fucking thing happened when I watched it this time. I'm like I had to psych myself up. I was like, I know what I'm going through. I know what I'm going to see. Shit I don't want to see. Shit I don't want to know about humanity. But of course, Kubrick is taking that and shoving it down your throat because you need to see it.
All right.
God damn it, Corey.
We fade in. The soldiers are on patrol. We hear Joker's voiceover. He was saying how the Viet Cong have pulled out of this one city, and they're going to go on patrol and make sure that they've all cleared out. Crazy Earl sees a large stuffed Easter bunny, so naturally he has to pick it up.
Yeah.
And it was rigged with explosives. Everyone takes cover, and now Cowboy is the squad leader. So we've seen 2 squad leaders die.
Yeah.
Joker says, "I'll follow you anywhere."
This is bro.
Again, just like a little lighthearted little something over a dead body.
Yeah, this is bro.
Is it lighthearted though, or is it?
He's smiling.
I got you. Basically, he says, I got you.
Yeah.
You're my brother. You're not only you're a Marine. You're my Marine brother, but you're my brother.
Right. They go deeper because
And Joker means it when he says that.
Yeah.
We get another dolly shot of the destroyed city, and 8-Ball, he's looking at the map, and he tells everyone that he thinks they made a mistake, that they're not headed to the right checkpoint. He thinks they should change direction. So Cowboy sends 8-Ball over to
check out
out
what
the new
he's saying.
direction.
Yeah, scope out the direction, see if
Yeah.
they're cool.
Yeah.
He jumps over the wall, and he heads to like the new direction they're going to take, and then this is where he gets shot by a sniper. And we get the point of view.
The
of the sniper. We
POV
don't see it.
shot.
The POV.
It's so crucial here because they boom up, and they show you the structure of the window where the sniper is from.
Yeah.
And then they reestablish it over and over. You know where the sniper is.
Yeah.
No one else does, but damn it if you don't know where the sniper is. And it
Yeah.
causes tension.
Mm-hmm.
It builds the tension of the scene.
Some of the most brutal squib shots
Oh yeah.
Great,
I've
great
I've
squib
ever
shots.
seen. I was like, man, these are
Well, that's another
Well,
thing.
you get
like,
the slow mo shots of the the squibs going off, but you get the real time audio of 8-Ball's pain.
you get the pain, you get the slow-mo, you get the sucked out there's no music. Usually that's like just chatter on other movies, but you're just seeing this isolated moment. Ugh.
but when this happens, you like 8-Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like it.
Yeah, and you genuinely like 8-Ball because he seems like, okay, he's there, shit is horrible, but 8-Ball's got it. 8-Ball's got you. If you freak out, you probably look to 8-All.
You wanna react the way the other soldiers
like you
react.
feel comfortable. He's charismatic and he's understanding.
So as soon as he gets shot, every single soldier just starts shooting. They have no idea what they're shooting at.
Yeah, all directions. Yeah.
Cowboy calls for ceasefire. He calls in for tank support. There's a medic who doesn't want to wait. He runs in.
Yeah, Doc runs in, yeah.
He gets shot.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, fuck this, go in. But this is where Cowboy's experience comes in. It's like, I've seen this before. You can't go in. They're already wasted.
They're waiting for this to happen. They want you to run in because they know they can start plucking you off.
And then here comes our animal switch to mother moment.
Yes, this is when that...
But he runs into danger because his boy, regardless of the racial slurs and whatever bullshit, he's not going to leave him there.
He's still there. He wants to help them. That's the
But
act
this goes
of a
back
mother.
to 8-Ball said, if you're ever in the shit, this is the guy that you need. And now they're showing you why this is the guy you need. Yeah. Even if you hated Mother and you were in his platoon, you would still look to him to save you.
And he's an incredible soldier because when he gets there, he immediately... He knows that they're probably not going to make it, but he's asking for those details.
Right.
So Animal Mother has ran in. He's against the wall. He looks over at the medic. He's like, where's the sniper? As soon as he starts to point, the sniper kills both Cowboy and the medic.
Brutal. Absolutely.
You said Cowboy and the medic. You meant to say 8-Ball and the medic.
Correct, yeah.
Sorry. That's my bad.
Roll it back.
Once 8-Ball and the medic have been killed, Animal Mother starts to inch his way around the corner and almost gets shot.
Well, he also calls bullshit on Cowboy. He's like, I don't care what you say.
Yeah.
I'm going in anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And what does that say about him? Does it say that he throws the rules to the wind, or he's just like, fuck it, I don't care about the rules. That's my buddy out there.
Yeah. That one. Mm-hmm.
That's the nurturing aspect kicked
That
in.
Animal Mother.
He calls over. He said, this area is safe. So Cowboy basically takes the main characters with him, leaves the rest of the platoon back, and they're going to try to sneak up on this sniper. Cowboy, once they all get over there, Cowboy makes the mistake of standing up a little too high. And we get another POV shot of the sniper right before the sniper pulls the trigger and shoots Cowboy in the back. And we get one of the best death scenes
Ever.
Incredible.
I saw that. I was like, shit. Fucking shot Cowboy.
Well, it leads to how Joker deals with that.
Right.
And he definitely gives him a long goodbye, right? But he's like,
Everyone else has already moved on.
Yeah.
Because that's just what the cogs do. Now there's someone else in command.
Mhm.
See you later, son. Sorry.
I'm not going to forget you, but I got to forget you for right now. We got to go back to this. And then he's still, it's like, is he going back to his training? Is he going back to survive? Is he going back to, that's what you do if you want to live through this? Because he goes, I'm alive, later on. I'm not dead.
And you feel bad for Cowboy because if he was a guy who signed up intentionally, it seems like towards the end, he's bumbling his way through leadership. He
wasn't supposed to be there.
He steers
He's a
him in
good
the wrong
soldier.
direction.
That's why he's alive this far.
Right. But once he's in a leadership role, he tells him to go the wrong direction, mistakenly. They went too far out, maybe. Under his leadership, he loses 2 men and then himself.
If they had listened to their training, he's like, I'd already seen this before. Don't go in. Those guys are wasted.
Right.
And so there's that what
balance.
do you do?
Yeah, right.
You also know in the death scene, the tall piece of concrete up behind us, like the monolith from 2001.
Yeah.
Never even had a chance to pay attention to that.
And I just thought of it as like the fire's kind of like his soul escaping and burning away. At least visually from me.
Oh, wow. Art film.
You want to talk about some art? We're talking about Kubrick here. One guy's sleeping up in the monitor about this scene.
I was awake at this point
because the guns were going pew pew pew.
There's a lot of gunfire, so I was awake.
It kept him awake at least.
Well,
I thought it was like a little callback to 2001: Space Odyssey.
It's an interesting visual. Yeah, I get that.
Then Animal Mother walks up and he's like, "You want to get some payback?" And Joker says, "Okay."
And this is a moment, right?
Yes.
He does want payback. This is the first time he's actually wanted payback because Cowboy really didn't need to die.
No.
The sun is setting. It's starting to get dark. The soldiers are working their way through the building where the sniper is at. Joker walks into the room where the sniper is at, and we see a shadowy figure at the window. As Joker pulls his gun, it jams.
Yep.
Lets the shooter know he's there.
A woman turns around and just starts shooting at him.
First time we see the enemy close.
Yep.
He drops his gun.
Yeah.
He loses it, and then he remembers his training, and he gets his sidearm out. He's still in combat. He's fractured for a moment. But that whole moment...
You hesitate. Hartman says, you hesitate. You're dead. And
he remembered that. And the only reason that scene made any sense to me was after listening to Kiyoshi about being in combat where you don't forget your training because you will fall back on it when you can't think. And I'm thinking of that while I'm watching the scene.
Mm-hmm.
He remembers his training, but...
Rafter Man comes in and just fucking unloads on her.
Sends about 3 rounds through her.
He just puts her down.
3 rounds. Whole magazine.
And he's also, he's like, all right, I think I just killed someone. All right, I'm going to check out the rest of this place. Yeah. He's like, you okay? And he's still in Marine mode.
Oh yeah, he goes and checks the corners, make sure that everything's dealt with.
He's in his training.
Yeah.
He's
locked in, and he's ecstatic. He's very...
Oh, Rafter Man, that's the moment he was waiting for, and he acts like a complete tool.
Yeah.
And I think Kubrick has him act like a complete tool because it goes back to Joker going, seriously? You're excited about that?
Yeah.
That made your day, you fucker.
Yeah.
Well, he even says, we got her. We got the sniper.
And he's stoked.
Woo! He's very excited about it.
And he says, we got the sniper. Eventually he says, I got the sniper. Mm-hmm. Like he was giving them a chance to say this was us, but then he's very proud that he was the one that did it.
Mm-hmm.
So then you see the moment of her dying, praying. What's she doing? She's praying.
Yeah.
And then she asked to shoot me. And then you've got all aspects of mindsets of what's going on in Vietnam standing above this situation that would make anybody pause for compromise. And they're, everybody's like, all right, let's go. And the Joker's like, we can't leave her like this. And then the Animal Mother has this fucking moment.
Like, leave her for the rats.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, we're not going to do that. Well, then you do it. It's your morals. It's your shit. You do it. And I mean, does Joker have an option? No. This is when Joker kills someone close up.
Right.
This is when he actually has his for real moment with the war.
It's the first time
He's had
anyone
fear.
at close range. Yes.
Yeah. He gets to see what led to this. There's a single woman shooting at them.
Yeah.
They gunned her
He
down.
has seen people killed at close range.
No, this is when he kills
Yeah, I know.
someone
This
at
is when
close
he
range.
has
This is
to
when
do it.
he physically sees the other soul of the other person and shoots them.
Yeah.
Gives them what they're asking for, but it's still awful. It's still brutal. It's still war.
Because the way, even how he's positioned, he's center frame. They cut to everyone else, the lighting. It's almost like one side is red, one side is a little bit softer. And it's like the angel and demons are on his shoulder saying, just let her die, leave her. And the other one's like, you do it. And then he has to have that morality. He has to figure out how much humanity's left. And this is where a lot of people get like, this is where he loses humanity. I think this is where it's still intact.
Yes.
Leaving her would be the
Bad.
most inhumane thing.
Killing her would make me feel horrible.
Yeah.
I'm in a rock and a hard place. But what would you have done? I mean, I would have shot her. I would have felt like shit, but I wouldn't want to leave her there.
Yeah.
And that's where Kubrick puts it back on the viewer. What would you have done?
Yeah.
Watching that scene on Blu-ray, that looked like she was that computer? Was that on?
What?
She does look a little strange.
Yeah, she
I get
looked
what you're talking
strange
about.
because I watched it on Blu-ray and
It's
it just
not.
looked like it was made on a computer. That scene where she's like, was she praying? It just looked weird to me.
Look off to you?
Yeah, it did. I
know
thought
what
it
he's
was made
talking
on.
about. It looked a little off.
It
It's the
did, right?
lighting.
Okay.
It's just the lighting.
Okay.
I think it's just the lighting, and it's kind of supposed to be kind of upsetting
Okay.
looking anyway. So
Because I've watched it SD, 1080p, and 4K. It
Yeah.
always looks that way.
Yeah, and I was like, wow. I was like, that shit was made on a computer back
See, I'm
in
not even
87?
thinking about
What?
that. Again,
Yeah.
I'm so emotionally wrapped up in the decision that has to be made.
well, even how they frame her in that shot, she's on the ground. They've only shown women, especially Viet Cong women, as sex objects.
Right.
And here she is. She's still kind of beautiful looking. It's not someone that they expected. They probably thought it was going to be a dude shooting at them.
Yeah.
What great skill abilities.
Well, that's the other level of
Right.
Vietnam.
Exactly. Everyone was the enemy,
Mm-hmm.
right? For these people. That's one reason why you have that one guy just mowing down tons of people.
Mm-hmm.
For him, it's a game, but he's like, in his mind, it's like, well, they're all bad.
Yeah.
So then we go to a shot of the city burning down. Soldiers are walking.
Silhouetted shots of the
Silhouetted.
soldiers.
Such a
shot.
cool shot, man.
So you don't see who they are. You just see them as soldiers.
And they're singing Mickey Mouse.
Right.
Mickey Mouse song.
Yeah. MICKEYMOUSE.
Google breaks that down on why they were singing that song. Google
Well-
says it represents the desire to return from innocence and the nostalgia for childhood.
It's that.
Mm-hmm.
And what I've read, it was Kubrick's intention to say, well, you're under our level of control now. You're working according to our rules. MICK. We're marching through your city that we conquered.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless if it's your country, this is how you'll do things now.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I hate to say it, but just look at the colonization of the entire of the Americas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean,
Whatever you're doing, fuck you. This is the way you're going to do it now.
right. It's all the military. It's the military industrial complex, right? Just told right here, you are a cog in this machine that's been created. You learn these chants. You're broken down. They're just instilling chants that they learned from childhood. They all universally
This is
watch
so
Mickey Mouse.
American.
Yeah.
It
It's the
makes
most
them feel
American-
comfortable,
Right.
and they feel comfortable. And in the other land, anyone else seeing that is like, what are these crazy ass Americans doing? But this is what I loved about all that. It's silhouetted shots of the soldiers. So they're just soldiers. They're just numbers. They
Like they
cut
were
to
in the
Joker.
beginning.
You hear what Joker say. You see Joker a little bit in a shot, and then he becomes another silhouetted character till the end of the movie.
Right.
He is a piece of the machine.
Mm-hmm.
But is Joker lost? No. Do we know what happens to Joker through the rest of the movie? No, but you know his mind's not going to change.
Yeah.
And we get a voiceover from Joker, and he says, "I'm in a world of shit, but at least I'm alive."
Mm-hmm.
Now that throws back to him being, I don't know, maybe it's the fact that he's an atheist, but it's like, yeah, he's still here,
Right.
Yeah.
and guess what? You haven't killed me.
Right.
I still don't like what you're doing.
Mhm.
Even though I played your game, I'm still not what you want me to be.
Yep.
I'm still not that.
Yeah,
And I'm sorry. It appeals to me.
Mhm.
Because I'd be like, you wanted me to kill somebody. I hate you. I hate you. You forced me to be here. I did your shit.
Right.
You still haven't beaten me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I still haven't given in to you, drill sergeant. I'm just doing what you said.
He's not completely programmed. Because when you see like latter, future war films, something like The Hurt Locker, there's a guy who's been conditioned because he's so good at his job. This is a guy, when he's brought back to the States, there is no life for him. Hopefully at the end of this movie, Joker knows maybe there's something that he can carve out when he gets home, if he makes it home.
Right.
Well, he's the one to tell you.
Right.
If Joker lives, he's going to tell you the real side of
Mhm.
what you saw. He's not going to give you this glorious shit that he's been writing. And then also, too, like whenever Joker says something, it sounds like it's being written.
Mhm.
It
Yes.
sounds like something out of his book.
Like he's writing a novel, which
Yeah.
this was based off a short novel called The Short Timers.
Yes, the short timers.
And so it kind of feels like it's like encapsulated in this idea that maybe he did survive this. And that's the best he can say is, I'm not dead.
Okay, so how do we conclude this? What is Kubrick trying to say?
Isn't war fun?
What I think, and this is
And exhausting. I want to take a nap.
Yeah.
this is Kubrick.
I was awake by that point.
This is what the situation will do. I'm going to show you the ugliest sides of humanity. What he did this in Clockwork Orange as well,
Yes.
right?
Right.
But he made you sympathetic or empathetic to little Alex's situation.
Mhm.
I think
You seeing it from his perspective.
I think around this 70s up to till his death, he became very interested in the complexities of man's heart
Well, he was
and the nature
a
of
liberal humanist,
Mhm.
maybe.
Possibly. I mean, I think he wanted to show, because there's many pro and anti-war films that were scattered throughout the last 40 years.
But
Anyway.
wouldn't you say this is the biggest anti-Vietnam?
He would
or
say it's the
anti-war
most neutral, because
He would.
yes, I mean he slants saying he's obviously anti-war, but he wanted to show this as, here's what happens to people. It's not just people go in, shoot up, we save the day. People don't go in, also, we lose. Oh shit, we suck as people. It's more about when you're in something, this is what happens to people. They either turn out this way or they go a different way. Every type of human being comes through that machine, and this is how they're filtered out.
Mm.
This is
This is the result of whatever that is.
Mhm.
8-Ball kept his humanity. Cowboy kept his humanity. Animal Mother is on the line, but when the chips are down, he's got it.
Mhm.
Pyle lost it. Rafter Man is a complete sycophant for the system.
Yeah.
So is the guy that they were taking the pictures of while he was describing the horrible thing that they did to Vietnamese citizens. He's just like, well, we did our job.
Mhm.
right.
We killed these people. We're gonna bury them. We covered them with lime.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This is how he ended up. How does he live with himself when he gets home? You don't get any of that.
Right.
Kubrick leaves you to think, but he always leaves you to think.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I think that's what he wants at the end of the day, is show you just a portrait of this place, this time, what he obviously grew up witnessing, and what he got out of it.
And then, okay, so MICKEY, good job, fellas.
Yeah.
We didn't do anything.
Right.
We lost the fucking war.
Right.
Yeah.
Here you are. You've conquered this whole little town, MICKEY. And what did you do? And Joker's just a part of it.
Yeah.
And I could see this being explored in other films like Jarhead. I don't know if anyone's seen that film.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Great,
watched it recently.
great ending, because it's about someone who wants to experience it, and they're cut away from it because they're in the shortest war.
They're
It's
upset they never see combat.
They're upset because they don't get to live that shit.
They don't get their glory.
They're
Right.
about to. The sniper's about to take a shot, and they're like, "No, don't take it," and he just flips the fuck out. Like,
And that's it, and the war's over.
Mm-hmm.
It's those moments, because some people will glorify the kill. So, any final thoughts?
I hope I don't have to watch it again.
I know you were very hesitant on even rewatching this. The last
It's-
time you saw
it's-
it was like then.
For a guy who loves to kill zombies and blow things up and cut heads off and blood splatter, it's all just campy gore. But when it comes down to the real humanity of it, I don't want to see people do that. I don't want to witness how bad it can be, because I know how bad it can be. You know, you talk to anybody that's ever been in war, and they come back and they tell you a story, and you're just like, Jesus, dude. You know, and I don't want humanity to be that way.
Yeah.
I don't want people to have to kill one another. I don't want any of that shit. But when they show it to you, there's no escaping it. But Kubrick shows it to you in the visceral.
Right.
And there's no escaping it. You can't unwatch it.
Mm-hmm.
Ace, your thoughts?
At the end of the day, man, it's just a great fucking war film, and I'm glad I own it. Fucking awesome movie.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad that we picked this movie and I got to watch it again.
Corey. What about you, Beasley? All right, Beasley.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I don't know. I just don't think I get as affected as Matt in the movie. I thought it was a great movie. I'm more visually than anything. I still think Stanley Kubrick's pacing is weird, but that's just from an editing point of view. But it's a great movie. It's definitely one of his best. It's one of his top.
It makes me want to make another film.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to think of the time when he's making this. No one else is doing this. Like he literally like created his own.
Well, I mean, this
thing.
Like the Academy was always just like, oh, Kubrick, you can't be making that.
Fuck the Academy, nobody cares about.
Right, but Kubrick, he said that he would be like, fuck you, you're gonna watch something, whether you like it or not, you need to see it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's, I mean, he never got an Oscar when he's like Scorsese, he's like father of film. You can't cross him.
Right.
You can't outthink Kubrick. The fuck do you think you are?
Right.
He's a master.
Right.
Beasley.
I was not introduced to Stanley Kubrick until I went to film school, so I never really look at his movies from what Matt's talking about. I always look at them from the execution of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not necessarily thinking about the horrors of war when I watch it. I'm thinking about how the hell did he get that shot?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too.
What a great shot.
I mean, he's got some very...
And the storytelling, but I don't ever think of it as like, oh, I mean, obviously I recognize it as a war movie.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at it from just like a technical standpoint. I'm not really relating it to people in the war.
He said it's not just getting those shots. You don't know how, or he's creating these shots. Like, it's like before a lot of his movies, it's like they haven't been done that way ever.
Especially for like Steadicam operation and stuff like that. Yeah. Especially after The Shining, he was being more experimental at that time.
But it would almost like he would put you in the platoon and then take you out of the platoon.
Right. He wanted you to be in the shit with them, but also be a voyeur, an observer of what's happening.
Hence the
film
positioning
school
of the
that
sniper.
we went to was all more about the technical. It wasn't about storytelling.
Right.
So I didn't see any Stanley Kubrick movies till I went to film school. So I was just thinking about all the technical aspects of his movies, not so much the story.
What's the first Kubrick film you saw?
Probably without knowing it, The Shining, because of
without knowing
TBS.
it. But I saw it on television.
Yeah.
The Shining, emotionally scarred at like 9 years old.
But you probably saw it like in a theater, right?
No, I saw it by myself in an upstairs bedroom because all the adults were watching football, and I was like, this is boring, and I went up there and I started watching The Shining, and it freaked me the fuck out.
Like on VHS? VHS? Or
No, it was on HBO.
It was on, okay, well, see, I saw it like on actually network television, so it was like commercial.
Oh,
break.
shit.
They showed it on TBS a lot when I was a kid.
You know, it was short. They cut stuff from it.
Oh, it was
But
butchered all the hell.
I saw the Stephen King
version
first.
Of The Shining?
Yes.
Oh my God, day and freaking night.
So that was more of like what I thought about The Shining.
Mm-hmm.
Was, you know, the dude from Wings being
running around with a mallet.
They did some great stuff in that without going too far. Like the scene where he beats the kid up after he slashes his tires.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
That puts you into Jack's mindset of how volatile he is. You don't have that in the original one. And there's all this stuff.
We're about to run out of time.
All right. Well, that's been a great episode of Movie Time Warp.
Here you are all equally worthless. And my orders are to weed out all non-hackers who do not pack the gear to serve in my beloved corps. Do you maggots understand that? Sir, yes, sir. Bullshit, I can't hear you.